TV on Us.
For everything in pet supplies, it's Hackettstown Pet Supplies. Dog, cat, fish, and baby. Your one-stop shop, Main Street, Hackettstown. Check out their new murals in the front.
Athletic Fields of America in Montville, New Jersey has become an industry leader in synthetic turf. Serving the greater New York, New Jersey, and Eastern PA regions, we have delivered hundreds of both synthetic turf and natural grass sports fields for youth and recreational levels all the way up to the highest standards and requirements of the NCAA. Our goal with every project is to provide our customers with exceptional workmanship, extraordinary service, and professional integrity while constructing a superior product that you can enjoy for years to come. Visit athleticfieldsofamerica.com.
You've got your Sunday obsession, and we got you. Now with Verizon, get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV on Us. Plus $800 off Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Only on Verizon.
See you Sunday.
My room is so cold, my fish froze.
Mine's so hot, my sneakers melted.
Rooms with different temperatures? That means your HVAC system is outdated and wasting energy. At ICS, we'll install an energy-efficient system that provides a constant flow of clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature in every room. You could save money each month, and the price we quote is the price you'll pay. Get a quote today. See why we say ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Dan Van Valkenburg, DDS, Northern New Jersey's #1 dental care facility located in Ledgewood. From cleanings to implants to invisible braces, we do it all to give you a picture-perfect smile for a lifetime. Dr. Dan makes smiles happen.
Fitness Factory has opened a premier location in Mount Olive, located conveniently right next to the ITC Shopping Center, offering a full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment unparalleled to any other club in the area. Classes are included in the membership. Locker rooms fully equipped and have saunas. Personal training and kids club services are available as well.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We've worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
Hi, I'm Dan from George J. Keller & Sons. My family-owned company has provided superior service to local homeowners since 1980. And based on the strength of our commitment to you and your positive reviews and feedback, we are now a GAF 3-star President's Club winner. That's right, one of 30 winners out of 2,600 Master Elite dealers nationwide. Our seasoned pros provide the best service and quality products from beginning to end of your project. Give us a call today for your free estimate.
Burke's Furniture and Mattress Labor Day sale is going on now. We're talking huge savings of up to 70% off in every department. Up to 60 months interest-free financing. Or axe the tax. Plus, free local white glove delivery. Come shop our American-made gallery.
At Burke's, it works.
The Labor Day sale is on at Burke's Furniture and Mattress and Burke's new second location, Burke's Outlet on Main Street.
Down to give. Montella cuts back up the middle, and he's over 1,000 yards, and he's off to the races.
Up in the air, blocked down!
Dumping in, wide open net. Too easy right there.
Molly Chapman, she'll take off from the wing. That one's good.
Webb trying to get the pin.
Here we go.
And it goes! That would win it for Warren Hill.
great senior night ceremony here at Limbey Valley High School.
A 63 save performance by Casey Connor, the Crimson.
And he breaks his record. Penty Edwards wins it.
First game of your conference schedule.
So good, and we're all so pumped and just happy to
Line up ahead tonight on more Sussex.
Good evening and welcome to another Big State Sports live broadcast only on the YouTube network. We are live at the Ship in Mount Olive in the Mandelbaum Barrett broadcast booth where the Mount Olive Marauders host the Randolph Rams in this Week 2 matchup. Both teams are represented in the North, Group 4, Liberty White. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Danny Weiss, alongside my brother color analyst, Howie Weiss. Our producer for this evening is Brian Scott, and at the camera, Devin Gray. But first, the game time temperature is sponsored by ICS, where it's 76 degrees. Our game time temperature is brought to you by ICS, keeping you cool when it's hot and warm when it's cold. Go to ICSHVAC.com for all your comfort needs. Welcome to the Mandelbaum Barrett broadcast booth. Since 1930, Mandelbaum Barrett PC has been a trusted legal partner for all life's biggest plays, from business deals to personal matters. Our experienced attorneys provide hands-on attention and innovative solutions. For nearly a century, we've built enduring relationships across diverse industries. Wherever you are, whatever your legal need, and whatever it's personal or professional, Mandelbaum Barrett PC's on your team. Learn more at wblawfirm.com. For first-time car buyers, listen up. Upland Road Mazda of Morristown has your back. Discover affordable, dependable vehicles for less than $15,000, backed by a rock-solid 5-day money-back guarantee. Drive with confidence. Drive at Upland Road Mazda of Morristown. Check our link below for more details. Some more words from our sponsors. The Friends of Randolph Football would like to thank IT Radix for being Rams game night sponsor. IT Radix, a computer support company located in Whippany, prides themselves on their hands-on approach to computer technology management, making them unique in their industries. Please check them out at it-rakes.com. Go Rams. The Friends of Randolph Football would like to extend a big thank you to Sawyer Lyons Buick GMC of Randolph for their generous Big Blue sponsorship. Sawyer Lawrence has proudly supported our community, helping us all stay driven. They wish the Rams the best of luck for the outstanding season ahead. The Friends of Randolph Football would like to thank Don Lamone Painting and Restorations for being a Big Blue Championship sponsor. Dan has been helping people make their dreams come true, remodeling kitchens and bathrooms and interior and exterior painting around the county. Reach out to Dan for a consult today on your next project. The Friends of Randolph Football would like to also thank Baumwell Orthodontics for being a Rams 12th man sponsor. At Baumwell Orthodontics specializes in the treatment of children and adults with care and compassion. Dr. Heather Baumwell creates beautiful, confident smiles. All initial consultations are complimentary. Officers are conveniently located here in Randolph. Marauders fan, after the game, remember to stop by Sunday's Ice Cream Parlor on Route 46 in Butt Lake. Celebrate Marauder football with your favorite of over 30 flavors of ice cream, as well as milkshakes, cakes, and more. Go MO! The MOHS Touchdown Club would like to formally invite everyone watching for our second annual Wine and Bourbon Night fundraiser next Friday night, September 20th at the Flanders Firehouse. Come check out delicious wines and bourbons courtesy of Sandy's Wine and Spirits and take part in our phenomenal Tricky Trade featuring tons of amazing prizes, including golf foursomes at Hamilton Farms Golf Club, Hawk Point Golf Club, Flanders Valley Golf Club, local restaurants, and so much more. All proceeds benefit the MOHS Touchdown Club Scholarship Fund. Visit MOHSfootball.org as well as MOHS TD Club on social media for tickets and more information. And thank you to Lowe's Home Improvement. They're proud to sponsor Mount Olive football. So Howie, let's get right into it. Let's talk about these visiting Rams right under first year coach Howie Albano. He spent over 20 years in Parsippany, I think 24 as he said. The Rams come in 1-0, an exciting overtime victory over Morristown, 23-22. The Rams junior quarterback threw 2 touchdown passes for around 200 yards, converted 2 two-point conversions. Some would say that game was an upset. I say it's football, Ram football. Randolph Ram football.
Yeah,
Say that
Dean,
a couple
I agree.
things.
No, I know what you're saying. That is Randolph is smart. It's never out of a game. Randolph has been playing tough-nosed football. So we had an opportunity to watch that game. And in overtime, there was no doubt that Randolph was going to go for two. Coach Albano made a gutsy call, and they converted to two and win the game in overtime last year. So, Howie, both of us met Will Mahan last year, who we got to know real well. He was on the Rams sideline since 2018. He had a winning percentage. The Rams bring in Dave Albano, who I've also had the pleasure of knowing for many years, and like I mentioned, was in Par Hills for many, many years. What is the natural reaction to a team, especially the juniors and the seniors, for a new coach to come in? You know, Danny, the best way I can answer that question is you're on the field with the guys before the game. And it sounds to a man on the Randolph squad that they're buying into Coach Albano's philosophy. You got to remember, Coach Albano is not a new coach on the team. Coach Albano has been in Morris County football for 24 years. So the Randolph players, they're buying into what he's selling. And you can tell we're only 1 week into the season for Randolph, but they are buying right into Coach Albano's philosophy, and it looks like it's going to work well for them.
Okay, Mount Olive last week beat Roxbury 48-0. The Marauders had a shaky first quarter, but then bounced back and won easily. Tyler Company had 4 touchdowns, an interception. He became the Open Road Mazda Big State Sports Player of the game. Jake Asbury threw for 260 yards to 6 different receivers, and Lincoln Utes led the defense with 8 tackles. Howie, a much bigger challenge this week in Randolph. What did the Marauders need to do to win their first home opener tonight?
Well, you know what's interesting, Danny? After the big win last week, I took a lot of calls from a lot of fans, and most of them felt that this was going to be a blowout. Mount Olive was going to blow them off the field. And I got to tell you, Danny, if you spend time on the field, that is a big team. That is an athletic team. I'm impressed with their quarterback. I'm impressed with their offensive line. Coach told me they have team speed. So what is the success for Mount Olive? What Mount Olive has to do is do what Mount Olive does. They're going to come to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go no huddle. They're going to read the defense. Randolph is going to bounce between a 3-man front and a 5-man front. And it's up to Jake Asbury to be able to read it, make the right call, and move that offense going. You know, size-wise, they're the same, but I would have to give a slight advantage to the Randolph Rams because I was impressed with the size of those young men.
So Mount Olive comes into this game pretty healthy. When we were on the field and talked to Coach Albano, he said he had a couple guys banged up, but not too worried. He's got enough depth on this team. And, you know, let's focus right now on the 50-yard line for the coin toss, because last week we
were talking over it.
Right, we were talking over. So it's, yeah. I think it's, you know, Mount Olive wins the toss. If I'm a betting man, they're going to defer. But let's see what happens.
No, and for those listening at home, the reason you want to defer is so that you get the ball to start the second half. So right now, if the teams are a little bit tight, you want to go to defense first.
So it looks like Randolph did win the toss. They defer to Mount Olive. And Randolph is going. No, they're going to be there. You are going to receive.
Wow, okay.
So if you're facing your TV right now, Randolph's going to be kicking off from the left to right where the scoreboard is and the bubble, just to kind of give you an idea.
Let's talk a little bit, Danny. You mentioned that we're here at the ship. But if you haven't been here before, this place is amazing. The student section will make this go into shape. And of course, we're sitting here at the Nicholas Field, Coach Al Nicholas Field, which we're proud.
So we're going to honor America and our national anthem. We'll be right back. And we're back live here at the ship in Mount Olive, where the one and all Marauders host the Randolph Rams. You know, how a tradition with these two teams goes back years and years and years. And I still get goosebumps. There's something about this matchup. And, you know, we talk about rivalries all the time, but there's something about this Randolph Ram team that always brings this intimidation factor. And, you know, they're not a good match today with Mount Olive. So we're in for a lot of good football this evening.
Yeah, Danny, you want to talk about history? I can go back and in the days when Coach John Bauer, Coach Randolph, and Coach Al Nicholas coached Mount Olive, and they ran very similar offenses, and they were best of friends off the field. Right now, Randolph, the field is the John Bauer football field. Here in Mount Olive, this is the Coach Al Nicholas field. The very first night game ever played in Mount Olive was against Randolph back in September of '78. And of course, many of the Mount Olive fans will remember the win streak that Randolph carried, state record 53 games. Or that's was broken about 10 years ago. So Randolph was the powerhouse back in the day.
And getting ready to kick off is the sophomore, number 80, Colby Batch. And we're underway at the ship. Get ready for some great evening of football. And here we go. The ball's kicked from the 40, and it's a deep kick. And it's going to be out of bounds.
All right, not the greatest way to start, but Randolph will take over. The ball will be placed on the 30.
Yeah, and Jackson Magley, the junior quarterback, so again had 200 yards.
35.
Checking out the 35 in the backfield. Now I don't see a number. I don't see 25 on the roster. So everybody's listening. I see a 26. I don't see 25 on any of the rosters.
Now, I mentioned it earlier, Danny. We got to talk to big number 9, Jackson. He's a fine student, wants to go to Princeton. Big boy. We were impressed.
All right, and there's trips on the far side. Quarterback in shotgun. And on the long count, quarterback rolls out to his left, finds a receiver, number 24, and it's complete. To Mason Wilson. And that takes us to 6-yard gain. It'll be second down and 4. We'll spot it on 41.
Danny, we're going to see a lot of that today. Randolph is going to throw the ball. They're going to throw the ball open. They like that underneath little bubble screen, little short out. You're going to see a lot of short passing. Got to remember last week, Jackson threw the ball for over 200 yards.
So Randolph comes out and trips here on the near side. One receiver on top, quarterback in the shotgun. This time it's handed off. He splits to the left and is taken down by number 5, Dan McGarry. And again, I don't see a 25, so let's call it Joel Nieves. And again, anybody listening who wants to make the correction, you do not see our number 25 on.
Yeah, neither one of our sheets, Danny. I don't see it either. So you're also seeing a very different type of game where after every play, quarterback from Randolph goes to the sideline, gets a play. When Mount Olive gets the ball, you're going to see they don't huddle. All the calls are made right there on the line of scrimmage. Right. Same formation, Danny.
Same formation. Johnson, Bagley, and shotgun. 3 receivers here on the near side. 1 up top. A long count. 3rd and short. Quarterback runs. He throws it to the right, and it's incomplete. And there's going to be a pass interference.
Yeah, that's a tough call. It looked like it was good coverage, but we're not on the field. I'm waiting for the official call from the referee. Danny is holding against Mount Olive.
So a costly mistake. That's going to be a first down, and the ball spotted in Marauder territory. And Randolph's drive continues as, again, they come out in the same formation. And quarterback drops an immediate pass to number 5, Justin Novak. Then Novak gets enough for the first down.
Quick screen. What Randolph is doing, Danny, they're spreading them all over the field. And what they're doing is they're making Mount Olive a little uncomfortable. So their linebackers have to cover the whole field, and they can't sit home and do what they're comfortable doing. Randolph is throwing that quick underneath, quick hitting pass. It's a good strategy. And again, every play we've seen Randolph come out in, it's the same formation.
Same formation, Howie. Good point. Bagley in shotgun. This time it's handed off to Nieves. And he gets caught up in the backfield and then cleaned up by Tyler Cumming.
But you got to give credit to number 3, Lincoln Utes. Came through the hall. Stopped him dead, and his teammates came in to help him out.
So that brings up 2nd down and 8. Ball spotted on the Marauder 35. 10:07 here at Al Nicholas Field in the Mendel-Bond press box. 2nd down and 8.
I don't expect to see Randolph running the ball very often tonight. A little different formation. They got a twin split.
Twin splits on both sides. Quarterback has not done out a shotgun. Long count. And the ball is faked to Nieves, and it's thrown to the flat to number 2. And that's Joey Summer, who gets close to another first down.
Yeah, I like what I saw there. It looked like the guard, play side guard, came out and was the lead blocker, close to the lead blocker for the quarterback, gave him some protection. Even though he's right-handed, he rolled left and had protection for him.
So 3rd down and short. It's 3rd down and short. Trips on the near side. 1 receiver up top. Bagley in the shotgun. Nieves in the backfield. And there's a pass up. It's caught. No, incomplete. In and out of the hands of number 5, Justin Novak.
Broken up by number 2.
And it brings up a 4th down. Very interesting play. I think it's too far for field goal.
I agree. There, that play was broken up nicely by number 2 from Mount Olive, Wandell Garrett. Nice play. But you're right, Danny. I would say their success so far has been that short passing game. I would not be surprised if we see it again.
So sophomore Zane Carswell checks into the game. Bagley takes the play from the sideline. And this is the first 4th down of this drive under 10 minutes here in the first quarter. Thank you for just tuning in on the Big State Sports YouTube network. 4th down, trips on the near side. There's the shotgun. Plenty of protection. He's hit. And it's going to be another holding call on the Marauders. That's Raynell Derrick.
Boy, that's a tough break for the Marauders, Danny, because that would have given the ball right back to them after a long drive. You know, that didn't look like it was much of a catchable pass. I don't know if he needed to do that.
So 1st down, the drive continues here at the Ship in Mount Olive, 9:25. That's your journalist again, Danny Weiss alongside Howie Weiss.
Here come back to live action. Trips on the near side, including one in the slot. Magley rolled out plenty of protection, but the pass is incomplete. Looked like they did miss a holding call on that one, Danny. 2nd down and 10. So, this is a good time. I think Mount Olive might want to consider a blitz. Quarterback is way too comfortable in the pocket. He's giving his receivers time to find a little hole, and that's going to hurt the Marauders down in this end. I'd like to see one of the linebackers blitz, make them a little more exciting, take a little comfort from the quarterback. And sophomore Jared Martini just checked into the game, another linebacker for the Marauders. Same formation. Don't want to keep repeating myself, but it is trips here on the near side, 2 up top. See, they don't have it covered very well. The Marauders don't have it covered well at all. They're showing blitz. Here comes the blitz. And that's a pass to number 2. It's Sumner, and he gets enough for a 1st down, 1st and goal. I don't know if we have the ability to run the replay, but you see that there's 3 receivers for Randolph, but there was only 2 defenders for Mount Olive. We saw it from here. The quarterback had a seat on the field. So the first drive and the first threat of the football game, Randolph 1st and goal, ball spotted on the Marauder 9-yard line. This is a beautiful drive. Precision, nothing fancy. We've seen almost every play out of the trips with one play out of the double slot. Here it is again. Trips on the far side, one receiver in the slot. That's Del Aglio here. And the ball's handed up to Nieves. Finds a hole. Yeah, not much. But is taken down. So I think, Danny, if Mount Olive is going to put pressure on them, they have to bring the pressure from the side opposite of the trips because they need to cover those 3 receivers. So as Randolph comes out with the trips to the left, you need the defensive left to come pressure backside. Randolph breaks the huddle. Twin receivers up top and twin receivers here. There's a new formation here, Danny. Magley in shotgun Nieves. And there's a flag on the play. That's procedure against Randolph. That'll move them back 5. And then this part of the field, gaining 5 yards is very important for the Marauders. So that takes them back. So we repeat 2nd down, 2nd and goal. Number 8, Del Aglio, and number 2, Joey Summer, the receivers up top. We got twins formation. Yep, Nieves and Magley still in the backfield. Put a move on Willis Justice, and Nieves gets the ball. He skirts to the outside. He's getting it for the touchdown. Randolph strikes first. That was a well-designed play. The end of the receiver on the left side came across, took the receiver, keep the defender with him. There it is, the replay. You see the slant in and left the corner wide open. That's a beautiful play. So the Marauders, first time letting up points this year. And the Rams are up 6-0, 7-16 here in the first quarter. Pardon me, 56. And it's good. And the kick is up, is good. Sorry, we got to that. That's Zeldman, the kicker. And with 7:16 remaining here in the first quarter, the Rams strike first. 7-0 here. Big State Sports on the YouTube network. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Santini, CPA LLC, providing financial peace of mind. Let us take the stress out of taxes for you too. Peace, love, and taxes.
Hi, my name is Andrew Shaka. I'm one of the owners here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodel firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
With over 46 years of experience in the surrounding Morris, Sussex, and Warren County area, 4J's Contracting and Roofing LLC can help you with all your home improvement needs, including roofing, siding, windows, doors, and decks. We are experts in our field, and the owner is always on the job supervising. Call Joe Spear for an estimate at 973-713-1916 today.
So back to live action. Rams take a first drive, first quarter. 7-0. And this time the kick is also out of bounds. There's a fault size. We realized last time, Danny, the ball's going to come out to the 35. So the Marauders, first time getting the ball. First drive for them. Thanks again for joining us here. Danny Weiss alongside Howie Weiss, color, Brian Scott, the producer for the evening, and Devin Gray on camera. It's a packed house here in Mount Olive. Kind of a late arriving crowd. A 6:30 start is a little bit different here in Mount Olive. They usually start them at 7.
Yeah, and we're going to see a lot of that through the season. Probably the only place you're not going to see it is West Morris. They refuse to go any earlier than 7:30, so that's deep tradition.
But look, we have another penalty, Danny. I don't know what happened. Right, so the ball was placed on the 35, kicked out of bounds, and now there's a 15-yard penalty added onto it. It looks like Coach Albano is not happy with the referees.
That's obviously a personal foul of some sort. And Marauders in good shape here. Asbury, quarterback. Four receivers are showing coming in the backfield. And
but here's a good opportunity, Dan. Take a look at the size of the Randolph defensive line. They've got some big ball players up there. Number 53 is, hold on, I have his name right here. Mangio Cavallo. We'll just call him Dean, makes life easier. Dean's a big young athlete out there.
All right, back to live action after the penalty, 15-yard penalty. Marauders in good spot right here for their first drive. First down and 10. Asbury hands the ball off to Tyler Cumming. He breaks to the outside, gets enough for a first down, crosses to the 37.
That's about a 13-yard gain, Danny. And now you're going to see the hurry-up offense, but Mount Olive is going to take full advantage of the three-man front.
And Cumming gets the ball again, and he's still on his feet. Gets down to the 20. Clock will stop as the chains move.
Keep in mind what I said. Three-man front. Jake Asbury's going to he's just going to hand off. Randolph needs to call a timeout.
And they sure do. So, Howie, we didn't get what that penalty was, but obviously you have to assume 15 yards is a
some kind of personal foul.
Yeah. Okay. So again, folks, after the game, while it's still warm out, go to Sunday's Ice Cream.
You know, Danny, going to ice cream when it's cold out is not a bad idea either.
Yeah, that's true. We also have okay, we got word from Jerry Davis. Thank you, Jerry, an old Randolph guy. Thanks, who's listening in. That's Gijin Ochang, number 25. So, or bad, and again, sorry about that. His number was not on any of the rosters, but we will make this correction again. Thank you so much, Jerry Davis. We appreciate you. First and 10 for Mount Olive. And the ball's landed off the Cumming this time. He's taken down immediately by number 8, Pat Delaglio.
Yeah, that was a read. That was a read, and maybe not the right read. Maybe if Asbury kept the ball, would have had a little more productivity. I don't think you're going to see any kind of change. Now here, Randolph is now, it looks like they're jumping into an even. No. They have a three-man front with the outside linebacker stepping up, giving you a four-man look. Don't be surprised Mount goes to the right, and they blitz.
And they do, and the ball is thrown to number 4. He gets to the 20, and the 15-5. He's going to be in for the score. Number 4. And that's Ja'Cory Zapata.
So what you're seeing, Danny, is a very explosive offense. That must have been 4 to 5 play drive.
So Manov answers right back. Let's see if Kobe Batch can notch the extra point.
Now, Kobe's a sophomore, Danny, so, you get a sophomore kicker. We saw it with the young man from Westmark, who's now a senior. We watched him as a sophomore, so.
James Rizzo is the snapper. And there it goes, the ball's down, the kick is up.
It's good.
And it is good. With 6:15 here in the first quarter, you couldn't ask for any more excitement between the Rams and the Marauders. 7-7, we'll be back in 30 seconds.
President's Golf Classic is coming to Brook Lake Country Club in Florham Park on Monday, September 23rd. Golfers will enjoy 18 holes of golf on one of New Jersey's premier courses between a barbecue lunch spread and a buffet dinner. Registration begins at 11 a.m., giving golfers access to the locker room, driving range, and lunch in the clubhouse before our 12:30 shotgun start. At 5 p.m., enjoy an open bar cocktail reception prior to our 6 p.m. dinner and awards program. Register online to play and for sponsorships.
Howie, we didn't even have a chance to breathe. The Marauders get the ball. They get it on the 50 after the penalty. Ball gets kicked out of bounds. 3-4 plays later, they're in the end zone. The game is tied 7-7, 6:15. Rams get a second shot of the ball.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see. If Mount Olive makes the adjustments to what we saw on the last series.
And here's the kick, and this time it's again out of bounds. Yeah. So.
That's the second time that we're going to give Randolph the ball on the 35.
Right.
All right.
So Manov takes, the Rams take off on the 35, and this is their second opportunity with the ball. 6:15 here remaining in the first quarter from the ship in Mount Olive, the home of the Marauders.
We've been having some technical difficulties up here. There you go. Looks like it's coming and going. Thanks for being patient with us. For those at home, we're working on it.
And I think we're back good.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds better.
Randolph comes out pretty much same formation. 2 receivers up top, 2 on the bottom. The quarterback getting the shotgun.
They got to put pressure on the quarterback, Danny. Can't let him be comfortable.
Coming, showing blitz.
He's open underneath.
And there's Utes.
There's that bubble
and
screen.
The ball is attempted to Gidgen.
Yep. Ochang.
To Gidgen Ochang. And again, we pardoned that in the first drive, but now we got it down. 2nd down and 10.
Right, Danny, remember it was number 25, Gidgen, that scored the first touchdown. So looks like he's a player that we're going to keep our eyeballs on.
So 2nd down and 10, and quarterback Jackson Magley takes the call from Coach Albano on the sideline. Coming on in, and twin receivers up top, 2 on the bottom. Quarterback Magley in shotgun. And there's motion. And the ball is thrown to the motion man. And a great defensive play.
That's a beautiful play.
So the pass completed to Wilson.
Yeah. That's a real nice play. It looks like they had a blitz. Looks like they had a blitz from the bottom. It might have been Jake Asbury blitzing. Put a little pressure on it, but that was a great defensive stop out on the corner.
Yeah, that was a great job by number 2, Rondell Derrick. So 3rd down and 9 for Randolph. First time they've been in this situation where they needed long yardage. Ball's on the 36. Yes.
Yeah, so I'd say again, Mount Olive should come with the blitz. Let's watch. Lincoln Utes is on the bottom.
So here's the quarterback. Little quarterback rolls out right, and it's intercepted. The ball's to the 30, down to the 25. He's in. but there is a penalty.
Yeah, that's going to come
There's
back.
a penalty. Raynell Derrick with the interception, but there will be a block in the back.
Yeah, that looked like it was number 15 made just not the smartest play, but listen, that was a great play. Here's what I saw defensively. Mount Olive did a little twist. That means the linebacker from the outside came inside, the tackle from the inside came outside, gave the lineman a little bit of confusion, and that caused the interception. Quarterback never saw that linebacker out there. So Mount Olive will take over in real good position. That's exactly what Mount Olive needed. The ball's going to be placed. What's that, Danny, on the 34? Oh, watch it again.
Howie, there were two penalties. One was a holding, one was a personal foul.
Yeah. So it looks like the tackle who came from the inside out put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. He didn't see anybody. That was a nicely defined defensive stance.
So the holding was declined, but the personal foul was accepted. And the Marauders in a good spot on their 33-yard line. Asbury in the shotgun, trying to fool the blitzing defense. Checks with Coach Farshid coming in the backfield.
Yeah, Danny, I don't think they're going to blitz, because if they do, then you're going to see Jake run they're going to go underneath where the linebackers are vacated. But he did come.
And Cumming gets the ball, slides on the inside.
Great tackle. That's a great tackle by that Randolph defender. I don't see his number, but we're watching the replay. Here's what happens. Linebacker blitz. It vacates the linebacker position, and now they're weaker. Now there's one less linebacker. Tyler Cummings finds the hole, and there's one less. Right, so that was a touchdown-saving tackle by junior Mason Wilson. Nice
in
play.
motion, and the ball's handed to him. He cuts to the outside, to the 20, to the 15.
It's going to be
and
holding
there is
again.
another holding penalty, and this is going to be on the Marauders.
Yep.
And that was Zapata, pardon me, the ball carrier.
But that was a very nicely defined play, Danny, because it was still a read. And again, that means the quarterback still has the option to hand off to the man in motion or keep the ball and run. And he made the right call, just that there was a hold at the point of attack. You'll never get away with that, not at any level.
So McGarry checks in the game for Derrick. Same formation. Asbury taking control, calling the play on the line.
That looks like they're showing blitz. I got to tell you, another penalty.
That's on the offense.
Yeah.
On the offensive guard. Oh, I'm sure Coach O'Connor is going to get a little impatient with all these penalties.
We didn't see a lot of that last week, Danny, where Mount Olive didn't commit a lot of penalties. You know, I got to tell you, I hope Mount Olive has some track athletes on the team, because it's first in a mile.
First, I'm not even going to count that. 20-something, and the ball's handed off to Cumming. Cumming finds a lane, picks up maybe about 4 or 5 yards, brings it up to second down.
No, that's not a bad call with first down. You have a lot of time to make up that big yardage. It's still got to be second and 20, Danny.
Joey Summer on the corner, covering in the slot. Carpini is the deep receiver on the far side. Asbury has plenty of time, steps into the pocket, and throws the ball complete to number 3, Lincoln Utes.
So as you watch, I'm also watching the left defensive tackle end. He's trying to cover the outside. He's not letting anybody run outside of him. Jake simply stepped up in the pocket and found the wide open receiver. That's a nice play by Randolph and a good read by Jake Asbury.
Third down, 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Marauders and the Rams are not. Asbury rolls out to his right, plenty of protection, throws the ball, and it's intercepted, but it's fumbled.
All right,
let's see.
Yeah, it's definitely Mount Olive's ball. It's going to be a change of possession. Mount Olive's going to get the ball first and 10. Watch it again. Looks like Jake made an ill-advised pass. Might have thrown it off his back foot. Didn't see the defender. He did. He threw it off his back foot. So now Randolph ball, but Randolph fumbles. Mount Olive recovers by Asbury.
Randolph has the football.
Oh, that was not the call originally. All right.
First down and 10 on the interception, so both quarterbacks.
Yeah, 2 ill-advised passes.
2:51 remaining here in Mount Olive, the first quarter. Mount Olive 7, the visiting Randolph Rams 7. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon, evening. Danny Weiss alongside Howie Weiss from the ship. Big State Sports on the YouTube network. First down and 10 for Randolph on their third possession of the first quarter.
You're seeing a little different. Now Mount Olive's in a straight-up three-man front. They brought the linebacker up, but they have more linebackers to cover these pass routes.
On the long count, the ball's handed off to Gidgen, and he's stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle there by number 73 for the Marauders, James Giamonico.
Danny, I think what's happened is the Randolph quarterback looks at that as a three-man front and decides that's the time to run, but didn't realize that the linebacker stepped up, making it more like a 4. That's a tough defense in that formation to run into.
Second down and 9, ball spotted on the 24-yard line of the Rams. 2:20 and counting here in the first quarter. Live at the Al Nicholas Football Stadium here in Mount Olive. Quarterback.
Mount Olive has 5. Sorry, Danny. They have about 5 linebackers underneath to prevent the pass.
And Magley, plenty of time on a blitz. He throws the ball, but it's overthrown by about 7 yards. Good pressure there from number 3, Lincoln Utes. Brings up third down and 9, Howie.
Yeah, and that's what Mount Olive has to do. They can't let Jackson be comfortable in the pocket because he's too good of an athlete. So they got a lot of options. Randolph has been doing very well with that underneath passing, and so I would expect to see the same. On the other side of the ball, I would expect to see Mount Olive in a three-man front. Give those linebackers, give yourselves a couple more linebackers to cover that underneath zone.
Third down and 9 for Randolph. 2:01 here in the first quarter. Exciting football game. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, there it is, Danny. You're seeing three-man front. Nose guard is standing. He's moving all over the place.
And here's the pass. Quarterback rolls to his left. Sees him wide open.
That's a great catch by the Randolph receiver.
Yeah, the pass is caught.
Number 24.
By number 24, Mason Wilson. Magley had plenty of time.
Yeah.
Feels the pressure, rolls out to his left, and great hit, though, by Rondell Derrick, but it's enough for a Randolph first down.
Now, Danny, I happened to watch the end of that play. Quarterback Magley took a big hit, too, so early in the game, really can't afford too much of that.
Gidgen in the backfield.
They have this
with
covered
quarterback.
very well.
2 receivers here on the near side on the long count.
Here's the guard pulled.
Quarterback rolls to his right, finds a wide open receiver, number 2. And that's Joey Summer, and Summer picks up about 4 yards on the play. Second down and 6, ball spotted on the Rams' own 39-yard line.
You got to like Randolph's approach here, Danny. It's simple. They're throwing underneath the coverage. They're picking it up 3, 4, 5 at a time, and they're in no rush to march down the field. A complete contrast to the way Mount Olive plays offense.
Quarterback gets the play from the sideline, comes in. And Novak and Summer split wide with number 1, Carswell, on the trips, correct. Magley takes the ball. This time it is handed off to Gidgen, and he swerves around but picks up just a yard. So it's third down and 5, and that's probably going to take us to the end of the first quarter, and we'll wait for that official countdown. So an exciting first quarter of football. Randolph 7, Mount Olive 7. Thank you for joining us. Big State Sports on the YouTube network. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter.
Provide your team or athlete with quality trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
At Planet Networks, our high-speed fiber is designed to be fast. Up to 300 times faster than cable, and up to 500 times faster than DSL. as fast as 10,000 megabits per second up and down, if you speak nerd. We're talking cheetah, bullet train, lightning strike, hummingbird, race car kind of fast. Planet Networks. So fast, it's worth the wait.
Looking for authentic Mexican food, comfortable atmosphere, and a good time? Come to Don Jose, located on Route 10 in East Hanover and Route 46 in Netcong. The Arceo family has owned and operated Don Jose since 1998. Experience our extensive menu featuring all your authentic Mexican favorites like fajitas and enchiladas, as well as live music weekends. Our signature Don Jose margaritas are sure to put a smile on your face. Don Jose.
And welcome back to Live Action. Danny Weiss alongside Howie Weiss. Randolph is now going right to left towards the scoreboard for the start of the second quarter. Nothing new here on the formation, Howie.
No, it's one-dimensional, but I got to take it. Tell you, it's not a bad dimension. They're just going a little bit at a time.
Third down.
That receiver up top doesn't look covered very well. Now they run into trips.
The quarterback rolls out. Plenty of time. Comes back to the left. Tucks the ball and is going to take it himself. And he's taken out of bounds by number 4, Zakori Zapata.
Danny, remember, at the pregame we were chatting with Jackson Magley. He's a big boy. The quarterback running is not a bad option. But with Randolph pinned a little bit deep, it's a smart move to punt the ball away. Play the game of field position.
And this is the first punt of the football game, and it's number 7, Logan Hankin.
Yeah, he's a junior. And Danny, we talked about earlier, Randolph is extremely strong in that junior class.
And sophomore Braden Longo, who is a threat. And that ball's going to be very short.
Stay away from that one.
Yeah. And it's going to be downed by the Rams on Mount Olive's own 30. Yep. So Mount Olive first possession, obviously, here in the second quarter.
And Danny, we talked about sophomore from Mount Olive, but Randolph's getting sophomores on the field because Zane Carswell was out there on special teams and down the ball. Made a good read. So it's nice to see that you're getting sophomores and juniors on both sides of the ball having some kind of impact on their team.
Hey folks, Halloween is right around the corner, and a new Halloween shop with a huge inventory. It just opened at 7 Norway Road, Mount Olive Township at the Parkade Shopping Center. They have all your Halloween costumes, decorations, and so much more. Support a local family's mom and pop shop. It's called Costume Party Store. Back to Live Action, first down. Ball handed off to Cumming. He finds a lane in a big hole and picks up 14 yards.
What I want to point out, the play, if you're watching at home, it looks like a very slow play. But don't look at it slow. It's very deliberate. With Jake Asbury, we might have to cut from it.
And the same play.
Yeah, we're going to go back live.
And he goes to the left side. He cuts, breaks a tackle, and Tyler Cumming picks up enough for a first down.
Okay, so what I was talking about earlier, what appears to be a slow reaction is really a read by the quarterback. So he's not handing off the ball so quickly. He's holding the ball, reading the defense, and then determining if he's going to hand off to Cummings or keep it. So although it's slow developing, it's a big impact.
Carpini, the receiver here on the bottom, but again, the ball handed off to Cumming. He breaks the tackle, almost looked like he lost the ball.
Yeah, showed a little bit of a counter action. They started movement to the left, came back to the right.
Buttes checks into the game as McGarry checks back out. Carpini, the receiver here on the near side. Second down and 8. Jake Asbury, plenty of time, steps up. The ball is incomplete to Carpini. Carpini, even in some of the misdirection throws, he's always good for a catch. So that's a rare drop for.
Yeah, I think
Carpini.
His body was going one way. The ball, he's got great hands, and that was great coverage by Randolph. And here again, look at the difference. They have man-on coverage on the trips. I think there's a good time to run the ball, Danny.
Someone new in the backfield, but Asbury's thinking. Pass, and he throws one to number 3, and that is Lincoln Utes. And Utes is down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. I think he went down, watch the replay. You know, that's an excellent heads-up play. Beautiful blitz. You got to make the tackle. And as his knee hits,
and there's
down.
A flag on the play. This is coming back. And it's a touchback, so he fumbled. Okay. So here's a couple things going on, folks. Fumble on the 1 yard line, touchback by Randolph. There was a penalty by the Marauders, and that was negated. Randolph will take the football.
Well, that's a bad break for Mount Olive.
7-7 under 10 minutes here till halftime.
So what Randolph wants to do now is go back to what's been working for them. Run that those short patterns, pick the guy underneath and march it right down the field. Mount Olive has been having trouble stopping it tonight.
Hey, if you like this broadcast, please subscribe to Big State Sports on the YouTube channel and the notify bell. Booster Clubs, book your game with Big State Sports now. Email george@bigstatesports.com. Back to live action. Randolph, first down. After the touchback on the fumble, trips on the far side. One receiver here on the near side. Magley in the shotgun. On the long count. Here comes, and the ball's handed off to a new back, and that's, I think, number 7, Logan Hankin, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Number 7, Logan Hankin. So Logan picks up 2 yards, and Gidgen Ochang back in the game. Maybe just needed a break.
You know, Danny, before the game, Coach talked to us about his team speed, and a lot of that team speed is coming from number 7.
Second down and 9, ball spotted on the Randolph's own 21-yard line. 9:19 here till halftime. Thanks for joining us for this exciting evening of football. We still have some sunlight. Magley takes the ball, looks left, throws right, and there's a wide open receiver, and the ball is caught. The ball is caught by number 24, Mason Wilson.
Yeah, the quarterback, watch it again. He just ran right down the field. Magley saw the opportunity and just chucked it as far as he could. That's a great play by Randolph.
On the coverage was Zachary Zapata. Biggest play there for Randolph.
You know, it's interesting, Dan, because what Randolph is doing, it seems like they have capitalized on every mistake that the Marauders have made. And it's not a clean game for Mount Olive, but Randolph is capitalizing on all of them.
So Randolph has the ball on the 38-yard line of the Marauders. 2 receivers up top, 2 here on the near side. Magley in the shotgun, Gidgen in the backfield with him. And the quarterback rolls out to his right, finds receiver in the flats, and that's Joey Summer.
You're going to see a face mask on Mount Olive.
Yeah, and that's...
Yeah.
Let's get the official call, but I think you're right, Howie. A lot of penalties here for the Marauders. Lots of them here in the first half. Still early in this football game, 8:13 remaining, 7-7.
So what Randolph is doing is they're clearing the zone. The outside receivers are coming across. It is a face mask. The outside receivers are coming into the center. Back out of the backfield is simply going into the flat that's uncovered.
So the Rams are threatening again. First down and 10, ball spotted on the Marauder 12. Trips here on the near side. Magley takes the snap. He takes it himself, runs between the guard and the center, and he's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, Danny, I mentioned that before. Having the quarterback run the ball is certainly not a problem. He's a heck of an athlete. He's a big boy. Watch it again. He just took the ball and worked his way right through the defense. Nice play by Randolph.
So the Rams are up 13-7. Extra point attempt by Zeldman.
Yeah, another junior, Danny, and again, Coach told us he's got a very strong junior class.
There's the snap. The hold is good, but the ball just makes it over. 8:06 remaining here till halftime. The Rams take a 14-7 lead over the home Marauders. Will be back after these messages.
For all of the perks that come with working here, I would say that the most valuable thing WIS offers is freedom. The freedom to make the most of your role, to really go beyond the job description, the freedom to think differently and be rewarded for it, and the freedom to show up as 100% who you are.
Montana Inc. And we're back to live action, Howie. After the touchdown, Rams, great drive, a lot of costly errors by the Marauders, but a fantastic pass from Magley to number 24, which set up Magley to Mason Wilson, which set up the entire touchdown scenario. And the ball is taken to the 15, to the 20. Down to the 30, down to the 40. He's gone to the 40, down to the 30. Pushed out of bounds. Braden Longo, the sophomore.
And it's funny, sophomore on the return, and it was sophomore Zane Carswell, number 1, that saved the touchdown as he knocked him out of bounds.
And I'll tell you,
say it again, Dan. Those are 2 sophomores. Names we're going to keep our eyes out for.
And I'll tell you, this Braden Longo also was a varsity starter at baseball. So he's an athlete and a half.
As a freshman.
Yeah, he played last year as well on special teams. So Randolph calls a timeout, and
that's their second, Danny. That could be costly if we get a close game.
First-time car buyers, listen up. Upperwood Mazda of Morristown has your back. Discover affordable, dependable vehicles for less than $15K. Backed by a rock-solid 5-day money-back guarantee. Drive with confidence. Drive at Open Road Mazda of Morristown. Check our link below for more details. The Friends of Randolph Football would like to thank IT Radix for being a Rams game night sponsor. IT Radix, a computer software company located in Whippany, prides themselves on their hands-on approach to computer technology management, making them unique in their industry. Please check them out on www.it-radix.com. Go Rams. The Friends of Randolph Football would like to extend a big thank you to Sawyer Lions Buick GMC of Randolph for their generous Big Blue sponsorship. Sawyer Lions has proudly supported our community, helping us stay driven. They wish the Rams the best of luck for an outstanding season ahead. Back to live action.
So man-off again starts with good field position.
And Cumming takes the ball, this time met up by the 2 linebackers.
Yeah, that's a sophomore by Pat Aglio. Made the initial hit.
So 2nd down and 9. Carpini, the receiver, here on the bottom. Asbury and Cumming in the backfield. 2 receivers up top. And the ball is handed off to Cumming. Cumming makes a move, gets to the outside, uses his speed and his muscle, and he gets enough for the first down.
You know, I don't know if we're going to get a chance to go to replay, but watch Randolph defense on the defensive left side. They were overloaded. Great call by Mount Olive, and it's just all athleticism by number 44.
And I'll tell you, that was a great block by James Rizzo.
I saw that too. That helped.
The junior. So 1st and 10. For the Marauders, 2 receivers up top, Carpini here on the bottom, and the ball is handed off to Cumming, and Tyler Cumming just picks up a couple of yards on the play. So number 5 checks into the game for the Marauders. That's Dan McGarry.
You know, we heard number 53 being called. Dean is he's a recruit. He's committed to Georgetown, Danny. We saw him before the game.
A big boy.
Yeah, he's big boy,
and
team leader.
And fast. Caught it in the slot, Carpini. And the ball's handed off to Cumming, and he's going to trot into the end zone. The Marauders put 6 on the board and answer Randolph. 14
yeah, it's all
to 13.
Again, a nice read. Jake reads the defense. sees the end coming, gives the ball in. Athleticism, good effort there by the Randolph defender, number 24, Mason Wilson.
Howie, this might be a game of who has the last possession, might be winning this football game. Colby Batch in for his second attempt at the extra point to try to notch this game at 14. Kick is up, and it is good.
So, you know, Danny, I don't doubt.
Oh, no, pardon me. The ball was wide right. Wide right. Randolph 14, Manoff 13. Howie, hold that thought. We'll be right back after these messages.
That's been around since 1984. We provide prompt quality service at a reasonable price for our New Jersey customers, whom we consider our family. We don't just take out the trash. Montella Inc. is a full-service waste management company servicing demolition sites, construction projects, factory sites, shopping centers, commercial businesses, and homeowners. Call today at 973-927-2232.
All right, Howie, we're back to live action after the Marauder touchdown. So coming, first touchdown for him today. And Batch set the kick. His first two kicks have been out of bounds. Let's see if he could keep it between the lines. Or his first kick. Pardon me, and the ball is up and it's short, fielded at the 10, taken to the 15, got into the 20, and down, taken down at the 25-yard line. So better defensive opportunities there for the Marauders.
Yeah, it looks like that was tackled by number 10, Braden Longo. Can't tell, they're hard to see the numbers as we turn towards the evening.
Yes, we'll do our best. First down and 10. Ball spotted on the 26-yard line.
So again, Mountall simply has to stop that short passing game. And how do you do it, Danny? You stop the quarterback from being so comfortable in the pocket. Make him scramble, make him run.
Trips here on the near side, one up top. Covered man-to-man here by the Marauders. Magley in the shotgun, takes it back, rolls, looks to his right, pops the ball up. And I couldn't see because the column, but
number 8.
What a great catch by number 8.
Sophomore Pat Del Adligio. Listen, that's just athleticism. Just throwing it and go get it.
Randolph threatening again here, first and 10, ball spotted on their own 49-yard line. Magley comes out from the sideline, takes the play from Coach Albano.
Yeah, Collier looks like he could have used a little help on that last play.
Trips here on the near side, 2 in the backfield, including the quarterback. 6 minutes here remaining till halftime. Randolph threatening again. And Gidgeon Ochang takes the ball, and he carries for about 4 yards into Marauder territory.
You know, that's probably the biggest gain on the ground so far tonight for Randolph, which is not a good sign for Mount Olive because they're picking off the yards in the air, and now they're picking it up on the ground.
5:33 remaining here till halftime. 14-13 the Rams over the hometown Marauders. Danny Weiss here, Big State Sports on the YouTube network. One receiver in the slot, Magley in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, takes it, but is taken down by number 5 and number 73 of the Marauders. That's McGarry. And also by Giamonaco.
Yeah, that's great defense right there. But notice the formation. They got away from the trips, went to the double slot. It puts Mount Olive in a stronger defensive position.
And we'll start to get some scores, but thank you to Tracy Lynn letting us know that Montville is beating Chatham 21-6. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. And
so, Danny, here we are seeing it again, the double slot formation. I think Randolph's had more success out of the trips.
So there's the motion.
They're going to motion into a trips.
So Magley gets protection, plenty of protection, rolls out right, feels the pressure, throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, smart play by Magley.
So it's 4th down, and Randolph is going to be forced to punt.
Yeah, about 14 yards for first down.
Other scores coming in. Sparta 7-0 over Roxbury. Roxbury does play Montville next week. Chatham will host the Marauders.
Danny, I think we're going to be in the Roxbury-Chatham game next week, correct?
No, it's Roxbury-Montville.
Roxbury-Montville, sorry about that. That's where we're going to be next week.
Yes, we are. We'll be there Friday night. Hope you're enjoying this game on Big State Sports, only on the YouTube network, as Randolph is set to punt. And it's a short, high punt, but it is fielded at the 35 by Longo. Longo on his feet. He cuts in. He's not going down so easy. Across the 40 to the 39.
Here it is again, Danny. Very patient return, and he quickly accelerated.
The speed of this young man.
Yeah, breaking tackles. Hey, not like Randolph was not in position. He just out dodged the tackles and made a great return. Great job on the replays tonight too, Danny. Thanks.
Yeah, that's our great producer, Mr. Ryan. Thank you. Always a great job. Always a pleasure to be working with him. Marauders threatening. 1st down and 10 in Ram territory. Cumming gets the ball. Goes outside, gets plenty of room.
A great block by...
Yeah, great block on the outside. Didn't hold the block long enough, but about 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, that was Lincoln Hughes made a nice block. You know, again, go back to what I said. That's a very slow developing play. But again, Jake Asbury is simply reading the defense, and Tyler Cummings is taking the ball and finding a hole.
2nd down and 8. Ball spotted on Randolph's 36-yard line. Carpini deep here, and the ball is thrown into the slot zone, but it is incomplete to Zapata.
You know, Danny, I look at the Randolph defensive line. That's a good-looking line. 53 is a big boy. We talked about him going to Georgetown. 62 in the middle is looking real good. That's Max Eisenberg.
Manal comes
out. And then, of course, right, we have 58. At the other end, Nick Hart, a senior, a captain.
And that's going to be a penalty. Let's see, on Manal's pointing towards Randolph, and it's a 5-yard penalty. So on the hard count, and that's going to be not a first down, but very close to it. And Howie, another game of interest here for this conference. West Morris over Morristown 7-0 at the half.
Well, there you go. That's an interesting game.
Yeah, who Randolph beat last week in overtime. So we'll try to keep you posted on the scores. Thanks again to Tracy Lynn. And that's a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Standard Tile is not just another tile store. We are an industry-leading retailer with stores across New Jersey. Part of the Roxbury community since 1963, Standard Tile is a proud supporter of high school sports and the Roxbury Gales.
You've got your Sunday obsession, and we got you. Now with Verizon, get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV on us and get every out-of-market Sunday game. Plus $800 off Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6.
So, Howie, you just made a good point. The crowd here on Mount Olive is standing room only. There's no rooms in the stands. On the Randolph side, they are along the fence. Maybe people are still piling in. Maybe they're listening to us on Big State Sports. Zapata in motion.
There's a beautiful read right there. And there's a late flag coming in too.
Yeah, I just saw that myself.
Usually the late flags are usually defensive penalties, but let's see what they're saying.
Yeah, it's
face mask. It's going to be a face mask against Randolph, I think.
Yeah, and that was
personal foul face mask. There it is, Danny.
Yeah, it looks like the face mask was on Jake Asbury as he was pointing to him. So
I like that play, Danny, because the quarterback, rode the man in motion as long as he could. Then he kept the ball. Found a hole and kept the ball.
And that's a huge penalty.
That's a big break for Mount Olive.
And the drive continues. Carpini, Zapata, the receivers on the near side. Cumming and Asbury. And the ball's handed off to Cumming, follows between his guards and tackle, picks up about, no, he was down, no fumble.
You know, Danny, I love watching offensive line play, and I know that Lincoln Utes is not necessarily a lineman, but he led the block. He came in motion, led in the hole, and Tyler Cummings simply followed Lincoln Utes. That was a beautiful play.
2nd down and 8.
Yeah, he came from the slot, bringing an extra block at the point of attack.
Coming in the backfield with Asbury, and Asbury checks with Coach Forseed. And Cummings switches side, goes to the left.
They're showing, Randolph showing blitz, Danny. I don't think they're going to do it.
Zapata in the slot, and the ball's handed off again to Cumming. This time he's met with a few Rams, and
I got to tell you, Danny, I would have passed.
A yard.
Yep. Yeah, I would have passed on that play. They had four down linemen, and they were showing blitz. Good time to pass the ball.
Tommy Canning comes into the football game. Canning had a really good game last week, that receiver, and now he's been the game. First time I've seen him come in doesn't mean he hasn't been in for a lot of action.
See, it's a similar thing, Danny. There's 4 down linemen. Linebackers blitzing there.
And Asbury to an open Zapata, and he's in for the touchdown!
Yeah, that was the call that I was just talking about, Danny. That's the right call. Watch it again. You have 4 down linemen. The linebacker from Randolph blitzes. It keeps the middle wide open, and there he is, right underneath. And I would tell you, Danny, I will guarantee that the sideline saw that on the previous play and said, let's do it again.
So there is a injury on the field. We're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
We specialize in roofing and siding. That includes gutters, windows, doors, stone siding, decks, and painting. We also utilize new age technology like drones and 3D modeling. The drones keep our guys safe on the ground with an aerial perspective, and the 3D modeling gives us exact measurements for precise job scope. Give us a call today. We'll be happy to provide you with a complimentary drone inspection. We look forward to keeping your home and your family safe.
You think you need to do something academically for your child this summer, but you're not sure what? Come see us at Sylvan. We know exactly how to help your child, and it's fun here. Be proactive and make learning part of your summer schedule. Visit sylvansummer.com today.
Standard Tile is not just another tile store. We are an industry-leading retailer with stores across New Jersey. Part of the Roxbury community since 1963, Standard Tile is a proud supporter of high school sports and the Roxbury Gales.
KJM Financial, helping families navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguy.com to schedule your free consultation.
Open Road Mazda of Morristown is your go-to for reliable and affordable vehicles. We offer a wide range of options to match your style and needs. First-time buyers, discover the joy of buying with confidence with our 5-day money-back guarantee. Your journey begins here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown.
This game is brought to you by Aaron Mizzarelli of State Farm in Randolph. My licensed and experienced team members are here to serve you for all of your insurance and financial service needs in New Jersey and New York. We offer excellent customer service, and our office is conveniently located in Randolph, New Jersey. For a free auto, home, life, or business quote, visit us at aaronmizzarelli.com or call us at 973-389.
And we're back to live action after the Marauder touchdown, and good to see the Randolph player walk off on his own power. It looked like they were working on a cramp scenario. I'm no doctor, but that's what it looked like.
Yeah, we were talking in the break, Danny, would Mount Olive go for 2, but what we're seeing is they're going for 1. I guess they want to continue to instill some confidence in the young sophomore.
Yeah, Colby Bouch set the kick, and the great snap, and this time it's good.
See, I like that call by Coach. You're not going to give up on the young man. Nicely done.
1:37 here till halftime. The Marauders up 20-14. Marauder fans, after the game, remember to stop by Sunday's Ice Cream Parlor on Route 46 in Bud Lake. Celebrate Marauder football with your favorite of over 30 flavors of ice cream, as well as milkshakes, cakes, and more. Go MO. Don't eat it fast. You're going to get a brain freeze.
Oh, yeah. I hate the brain freeze, Danny.
The MOHS Touchdown Club would like to formally invite everyone watching to our second annual Wine and Bourbon Night fundraiser next Friday night, September 20th at the Flanders Firehouse. Come check out delicious wines and bourbons courtesy of Sandy's Wine and Spirits, and take part in a phenomenal tricky tray featuring tons of amazing prizes, including golf foursomes at Hamilton's, Farms Golf Club, Hawk Point, Flanders Valley, local restaurants, and much more. All proceeds go to MOHS Touchdown Club Scholarship Fund. Visit mohsfootball.org, as well as MOHS for more information. Back to live action. Kobe set the kick after he nodded. He knocks this extra point. Crowd's getting louder here, and the kick is right in the center, taken at the 10 to the 15, onto the 20.
Nice takedown.
And a great run to get to the 30-yard line.
You know, Danny, when we come and do games at Mount Olive, one of the great things about being here is that we're actually out in the crowd. You know, we're not in the press box, and by being out in the crowd, we get to run into some of our favorites. Right here with us is Riley D'Amico, one of our biggest fans. Riley, I hope you're having a good time here today watching the game. What do you think?
Emma's gonna win.
All right, there's a prediction. So it's great. I love it out here. We see a lot of people. They come up and say hello.
First down and 10. I love it.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
You know, it's great to be on the perch when the weather's like this.
Oh, so. I agree with you, Danny. Let's talk about this in another 6 weeks.
Yes.
I don't think we're going to be so jovial.
So let's see if the Rams can answer here.
See, I like the formation. Randolph has had a lot more success out of the trips formation. They're giving him the underneath. They're just giving it to him.
So Magley, with time, steps up into the pocket, sees some room to the right, goes behind his tackle.
It's a nice game.
And that's a great tackle by also number 8, Raynell Derrick, the brother of Rondell. And that's second down and 2. A minute 11 here till halftime. Marauders 20, Randolph 14. Let's see if the Rams could answer before halftime. Magley in the shotgun. He has trips on the near side. Rose has plenty of time, steps to the pocket, still has time, is scrambling, and throws the ball smartly out of bounds.
You know, I find it interesting, Danny, when we look at the stats from last year, and you talk about quarterback Magley, he passed for about 800 some odd yards last year. Remember, last week he passed for 201 game. So he's maturing as an athlete. He's only a junior.
I'm going to tell you something about James Giammonaco, 6'4", 260, and man, he has wheels. He's been all over the field defensively. Big guy for a nose guard.
Yeah, we were talking about the size of Randolph, but let's not discount the size of some of the athletes from Mount Olive.
When I shake his hand, I look up to him, third down and short. Big play here coming for the Rams. They need a first down.
See, that's too loose over here in the coverage.
There's the motion.
See, they have this over covered here. They're one short defender on the other side.
And the ball is completed, and that's enough for the first down. So, yep.
Yeah, I don't like that coverage. If you look, they had trips to our side, the offensive left side. They went motion, but Mount Olive still had 3 defenders against 2 Randolph receivers.
Summer in motion was the decoy. Wilson gets the catch, first down and 10. And the clock continues to unwind here.
Yeah, we got to remember, Randolph only has 1 timeout left. But again, look how they're giving him way too much of a cushion here on the offensive left side, covering the trips.
Expect a long ball here if he gets the protection. Utes feels, gives it the pressure, and he's sacked by number 15. That's DJ Rodriguez.
Yeah, watch it again. They got flushed out of the pocket by Lincoln Utes. That's a great play. Just a great tackle. Shoestring tackle, as we used to call them, Danny. All right, I think you might have offside here. No motion. It's motion against Randolph. That's a tough penalty because now it's second and much longer with the clock not being in their favor. 1 second? Is that what we're seeing?
We're seeing 1 second. That's the official clock on the Jumbotron.
So I got to tell you, for a football fan at home, you say throw it deep. I got to tell you, take a knee, go into the end zone. Only bad things are going to happen here.
But that's going to be it.
Right, there you go.
That's it. Here, from the ship in Mount Olive, the Marauders 20, the Rams 14. Thank you for joining us. I'm Danny Weiss alongside Howie Weiss on the Big State Sports YouTube Network. Enjoy the halftime show. We'll be back for the third quarter.
Hi, I'm Mike Ercolano, owner of Next Generation Training Center. We want you to know exactly what the Next Gen team believes in.
We believe you should focus on what you can do and not what you can't do.
We believe that fitness is for everybody.
We believe it's okay to ask for help.
We believe fitness should be fun.
We believe effort and hard work can take you farther than you think.
We believe in improving every day.
At Next Generation Training Center, we are passionate about the work we do and the clients we serve. Hope to see you soon.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
KJM Financial, helping families navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguy.com to schedule your free consultation.
Pizza Pub. Share a great meal with those you care about. Proudly serving the community for over 30 years.
I enjoy helping nonprofits achieve their goals and really accomplish their mission, namely by nurturing my relationship with them, their staff, their donors, their volunteers, and their board members. I think the key to being trusted is really transparency. What I've seen time and time again is that when you give anything the right conditions, the support, the autonomy, trust, your full attention, it will thrive. This is as true for my clients and for my colleagues as it is for myself here at WIS.
Sucks. That's okay, because if you went up to this Wayne, the kids are probably a little bruised up. Big kids, super bigger kids.
They're all right the day after. We got Jerry Davis next week.
So you're going to move up next year? Yeah. To high school, so you're going to run for president?
I still got a younger one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Your youngest one?
No.
How young is your youngest? Fourth grade.
I thought you had some big thing going on in the brewery tonight.
I went over there. I've got a manager who runs all that stuff, and he sets all that up. So sometimes it's supposed to have the other one. I feel like I want to watch all these guys. So I took my wife, we went over there, had a couple of drinks, and walked around, said hi to all the members, thanked them, and then came over here. I don't like to do something.
How much more are there arrows left?
We've got probably 3 or 4. The thing limited outflows. I did more of it. I've actually got to close that out with the guys and do the donation. I didn't know if I could wait because the season's over. I didn't know if I could wait until it sell out until I could I could call and talk to them about that. Because I don't want to do it. I want to have the money before the next meeting.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Did they reach out to you about their
Oxford. I know some of the guys over there. And they asked me if I do a deal or something like that.
Ryan? Who's Ryan?
I have to go back. I have to go back and look.
Ladies and gentlemen, now enter the field for the Marching Marauders.
The guys I used to work with.
And now trained by our drum major, Riley Freeswick. Excited to present their 2024 show, Spring. Join along as the band takes you through months of spring. Tonight, Soren and March fall out with Warren, Old Lights, and Sawinski's White Spring. Performance tonight includes the Just Cloud Away by Terrell.
You hit the gym again, bro?
Sit back, relax, and enjoy spring. That's performed by your 2024
It's all your TV time
Marauders.
now. What's that? It's all your TV time you're doing. You're really good for the camera. You know?
That's the team.
Good numbers.
Yeah, we got over 300. All right. What's up? Oh, it's great.
Did I get a shirt? Blue Getty. Blue Getty. Yeah. They came to me as soon as the water melted. I said I'd do it.
Yeah.
Here, I got to the brewery. We said, "Hey, do you want to do that?" All right. Everything came together.
Did you get a poster of it like the other ones?
Yeah. It's right next to Lady Water. I just printed it out like a Lady Water. I'm taking it to New Jersey manufacturer. He's running a statewide manufacturer. Then I'm just getting invited as one of 3 breweries to have beer there. So I'm sitting in the water. I'm trying to do like Jersey stuff. Jersey Gold and Seaside Farm.
Drum major, get your band ready. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the 2024 Marching Marauders.
We're going to do another run of that?
I think you can get closer to the season.
Yeah.
I want to let it kind of go a little bit.
Yeah.
Do something new. We need to do kind of an updated open it.
Were you up at Turkey Brook today? I saw Joe was up there. They had all they were like touring people around the fields. I didn't know what that was about.
No idea.
Because Joe and Geiger had a bunch of people, then Andrew and someone else had another group of people, and there was like a third group of people.
Oh, you know what that was? That was an employee team building. So they shut the municipal building down today at 12, and they took all the employees up to the Turkey Brook, and we did a bunch of fun competitive stuff together. I couldn't go. I was golfing at the Morris County Police Chief's outing, so I couldn't make
Thank you.
Yeah, we were trying to tell when we wanted to go. We literally got home, changed, got a day off from work, came to a brewery, was there for about an hour and a half, and then came over to the house.
Maximum Health Physical Therapy is an individually owned practice with offices in Bud Lake and Long Valley, New Jersey. Our licensed therapists use hands-on manual therapy and are actively involved in our patients' progress. We use a collaborative team approach, which benefits our patients, and we accept most insurance plans, including Medicare. We offer ARPWave neurotherapy, which accelerates healing 10 times faster, drastically decreases chronic pain, is FDA approved, and is covered by most insurance companies. Please visit us at MaximumHealthPT.com and regain the life you love.
At Burke's Furniture and Mattress, we believe in quality furniture for less.
Come visit our large selection of furniture, from handcrafted Amish bedroom and dining,
Custom American-made sofas, love seats, sectionals, chairs, and recliners.
We have a huge selection of mattresses, all American made at discount prices.
With 2 locations in Hackettstown, we have something for everyone.
No interest financing is available every day, so you can get exactly what you want.
Burke's Furniture and Mattress.
Name brand furniture for less.
For years, it had been the same routine. Working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more. For me. For them. For our futures. There was this day that something changed. A simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
If you live in Andover, Blairstown, Byram, Frankfurt, Franklin, Frieden, Frelinghuysen, Greene, Hampton, Hardwick, Hope, Knowlton, Lafayette, Newton, Sparta, Stillwater, Sussex, and Wantage, Planet Networks is building high-speed fiber in your neighborhood. Visit getplanetfiber.com today to learn more.
At Stuber Insurance Agency, we work diligently to make sure you get the right insurance for you, your family, and your employees. Within our carefully selected group of financially sound insurance companies, our goal is to find you the best coverage at the most competitive prices. Visit us online to request a quote or make an appointment at 115 Mill Street in Hackettstown.
With over 46 years of experience in the surrounding Morris, Sussex, and Warren County area, 4J's Contracting and Roofing LLC can help you with all your home improvement needs, including roofing, siding, windows, doors, and decks. We are experts in our field, and the owner is always on the job supervising. Call Joe Spear for an estimate at 973-713.
The ship at Mount Olive, where the Marauders have a 20-14 lead. Very exciting first half, and I'll bring Howie back in a couple minutes. But, you know, after every football game, we have a sponsor and player of the game. And this year, we brought in, well, you know, and I'm going to let Brian Cumming, who's actually Tyler Cummings' father, who we all know, but we hand out a, what would you call this? What do you call these?
They're medals, player of the game medals.
Okay,
yeah.
So player of the game medals, sponsored by Performance Trophies and Medals. So it's great to have you up here. Thanks for being a sponsor of Big State Sports. So explain, you know, you only took the business over about, what, a year or two ago?
It was actually April. It's only been about 8-9 months now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what made you get into, you know, this line of business?
Yeah, I figured I've been in sports my whole life, and it was a local business in Randolph, New Jersey, so I figured I could take this and kind of grow it, go to the corporate route, the municipal route, the youth sports route, and really just, you know, grow it and also give back to the local community. I've given many things out to support other towns and teams that are, you know, may have lost somebody or a memorial that I felt, you know, it's not always about the bottom dollar. It's about supporting your local community. So,
is there anything in particular you want to share with us on that?
Yeah, so actually in Randolph, we lost a kid, Matt Augusti, and he was on the band. He would be a sophomore, I believe, this year, or a junior. And we went over the plaque and what they wanted. And I couldn't get myself to charge, you know, her for something so, you know, severe, you know, and I have 3 boys myself, and, you know, I just did it out of the kindness of my heart. I know it's not a big thing, but small things go a long way for certain people.
100%. We thank you for that. So on the trophy side, so if I'm an organization and I would need 10, 12 trophies, you could design them any way that the organization would need them.
Yeah, absolutely. We do proofs, and we'll get them from our, you know, suppliers and what we can do, and we kind of tweak it together. And at the end of the day, we want our customers happy, so we'll make sure we get the right quality and the right product into their hands.
Fantastic. And you know, again, this is a great honor, and the kids love this. And you can't see it right now, but watch the post-game show and the player of the game, and you see how we hand out these medals. Big State Sports on the front, and player of the game sponsored by Performance Trophies and Medals. So Brian, anything else that you want to tell us about your business? How can we get in touch with you? What's the best way to contact you? And is there a location where people can come to?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're on South Salem Street, 236 South Salem Street in Randolph, New Jersey. Our website is ptmetals.com, and we also have Facebook and Instagram, which is ptmetals. You can do an inquiry on our website or email us at orders@ptmetals.com. Comes right to our team, and we respond right away. And our turnaround time is anything between 3 to 5 days if it's in stock, and then if it's not in stock, we can always kind of tweak it and get something else if you need it on the fly. We've done that many times where we've gotten a couple of different metals just to hold them over, and then we'll order really what they want. and we'll give them a discount, obviously, at a better rate, but we want our customers happy, so we try to do everything we can for them.
Customer service is always the most important thing.
Absolutely.
And look, all my listeners out there, I urge you, for any type of trophy awards or any type of sponsorship that you want, contact, and I repeat myself, contact Brian Cumming at Performance Trophies and Medals. And if you missed the information that Brian just gave you, contact me. Everybody knows how to get in touch with me. You can contact George Muha. So Brian, thanks again for coming on. We appreciate your sponsorship. We appreciate everything you do, the fantastic trophies and awards.
Thank you.
And, good luck, and let us know if you need anything.
Thank you. I appreciate you and you guys and Big State Sports. I mean, I'm partnering with you. It's not so much a sponsorship to me, it's a partnership. And you guys do a lot for me. And you're growing my social channel and you're getting my name out there. So I just want to say thank you to you, because it's not just a one-way thing, it's a two-way thing. So thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the game. Go relax. And I'm sure your nails are down to the skin right there.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks a lot, Dan.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Bye.
We offer installation of siding, vinyl, and composite. We also do replacement windows, doors, roofs, decks, attic insulation, and e-shield.
At Woody's Automotive, your expectations are what we strive to exceed. After 30 years in business, we created a terrific new repair facility located on Sussex Turnpike.
And we're back to live action. That was one of our great sponsors, Performance Trophies and Medals. So again, I urge you to, all our sponsors on the screen, please support it. It's what make Big State Sports who we are today. Upper right-hand corner are the game day sponsors, and to the bottom are all our sponsors. Promote your business using the link in the description below. So Howie, what a first half, right? And if you take away the penalties and the interceptions here and there, do you have a different game here, or is it just what we see? These are two tough teams, both Group 4 teams. What's your analysis on the first half?
Well, obviously Mount Olive has a slight advantage on the scoreboard, but that's about it, Danny. I think Randolph is completely outplaying them. Mount Olive has not figured out a way to stop not only the underneath passing game, but they've given up a couple of long bombs. They're now, you have to be concerned about the running quarterback. And Mount Olive is killing themselves with penalties, with fumbling on the goal line. They're making a lot of mistakes, and I would like to believe that Coach O'Connor and his staff made some adjustments at halftime, because if not, I think you're going to see Randolph continue their momentum and take this game, because they're completely outplaying Mount Olive. Now, on the other side, Mount Olive is going to get the ball to start the second half. So if they can come out and move the ball and get a big drive and score, then we have a difference of momentum.
Totally agree. And, on both sides of the field, you have two of the greatest coaches in this area. We talked about Dave Albano with 24 years experience, and Coach O'Connor coming here almost 10 years, a little under 10 years for the Marauders, has built an unbelievable program. Both gentlemen, both good to us, and I'm sure both coaches are expecting a lot more out of their teams coming into this half.
Yeah, it's great when we can meet a coach and talk to them pregame, and they give us insight as to their team. They're not telling us secrets. They're just helping us learn about their players, and it reflects on how we talk about the kids.
So Randolph kicks from left to right, and I don't know
I don't know about that play.
What that was designed to do, but it's designed to give Mount Olive great field position.
They're on the 42-yard line, Danny, and that's shortening the field quite a bit for the high-powered Mount Olive offense.
And Derek on the recovery, the junior, 5'9", 185 pounds, and the Marauders in a good spot on their 42. Again, thanks for joining us for the second half. I'm Danny Weiss alongside Howie Weiss, my brother on the color analyst, Brian Scott, producer and camera, Devin Gray. So the Marauders take over here, and the ball starts out where to left to Tyler Cumming, and he cuts to the 45, to the 50. He's still on his feet. and he's taken down at the 40.
Danny, we're going to go to the replay. Watch the block by number 4. He springs Tyler Cummings. Watch the edge. Watch number 4 right here. Well, I'm pointing, but he made the block, and it sprung Cummings for the big gain. We like to see the running back get it, but we want to make sure we give credit to those great blocks.
And that was Zapata.
Zapata made a beautiful block.
So first down and 10. Asbury and shotgun coming in the backfield. One receiver in the slot, and the ball once again is handed off to Cumming. Cumming finds a lane, gets to the 30, jukes, and gets down at the 24-yard line.
You know, Danny, speaking of great blocks, this pole put a great block. I didn't even see the point. I'm going to watch the replay. But that's all Tyler Cummings. Athletic. Now, again, watch the quarterback, Danny. He's reading the defense.
And the same
exact play.
Offside between the guard and the tackle.
Great block.
And there's
great
no
tackle.
There's no stopping Cumming.
That's a beautiful tackle by Mason Wilson. He's been a key to the Randolph defense all night.
All right, so we slow things down here. Asbury in the shotgun. And again, just continue to give it to Cumming, and there's no stopping him, and he's in for the score.
Now,
1 minute off the clock, and the Marauders score a touchdown.
You know, Danny, here's the key to this entire drive. Randolph never came out of that three-man front, and if you're going to play a three-man front, then Mount Olive's going to beat you at the point of attack. Asbury's going to read the hole, and they're going to just eat you up. Randolph has got to come out of that defense if they're going to stop Mount Olive. And now it looks like the Marauders are going to go for 2.
Yeah, to make it 28.
Yeah, giving them a 14-point lead.
As they spread the field.
They're in the same defense. And there's the same, no different.
And it's a pass complete to Carpini for the 2 points.
Yeah, there it is.
Let's go to the replay on that.
Well, because everybody, including me, is thinking same play. Watch, they're going to fake the handoff, and look who's wide open, Carpini.
So Carpini takes it in just about a minute off the clock, and the Marauders score 7 to make it 28-14.
You know, Danny, we don't sit up here and question anybody's calls, but I got to wonder, why did Randolph start with an onside kick? Wasn't even an effective onside kick, but it gave the Marauders field position on the 42-yard line. That made the short field.
And again, we're to start the second half. We're in the Mandelbaum Barrett broadcast booth here on the Perch. Since 1930, Mandelbaum Barrett PC has been a trusted legal partner for life's biggest plays, from business deals to personal matters. And experienced attorneys provide hands-on attention and innovative solutions. And we'll read more of that after the kick here. So thank to Mandelbaum Barrett. Here's the kick, and it's a deep kick.
Beautiful kick.
And it's fielded at the 5, taken toward the 15.
Oh, that's a block in the back. I don't know how they missed that.
And taken down at the 17. And that was number 24, Mason Wilson.
Yeah, Mason Wilson is really being a major contributor today on both sides of the ball.
So Randolph first possession here early on in the third quarter.
Not great field position, but that's a result of a great kickoff.
First down and 10 for the Rams. First possession of here on the in the third quarter. Trips on the far side. One receiver here on the near side. Magley, the quarterback, and Gidgen in the backfield on the long count, and the ball is hands it off, but immediately taken down.
You know, again, Randolph is in that favorable offensive set with the trips. They got the linebackers spread all over the field, running up the middle. I guess it's a good call, but, you know, it looks like maybe the linemen were thinking something else. Maybe there was a busted call.
Great play by sophomore Jared Martini, the linebacker.
We're going to chime that up to just a broken play, because that was set up nicely. The linemen, maybe they were thinking screen, because they all vacated their blocks.
Second and about 15, 14.
Yep, got a double slot. This has not been the most effective formation. Mount Olive should blitz here. We got a 3-man front.
And Magley takes the ball, goes back, feels the pressure, steps up. breaks the tackle, but he is taken down by Gianmonaco.
You know, if you look at linebacker number 10, is that number 10 here?
Yeah, that's Longo.
He just Longo. He's just stalking. He's just hawking the court. Now, although he missed, watch, he's going to come back and make sure that he doesn't go anywhere else.
So the initial was McGarry, but Gianmonaco cleaned it up. And third down and 14 for the Rams.
Yeah, pretty obvious, Dan. We've seen Randolph 2 other times on the third and very long. They're going to chuck the ball deep. And they beat Mount Olive 2 times already. So they're in the trips formation. They should put a safety back there.
Yeah, it looks like Gianmonaco. Gianmonaco's covering the entire
They got a safety
line.
back right in front of us, Danny. I can't see the number.
So Magley takes the ball.
He's just playing
Again,
center
pressure
field.
from the outside, and he's sacked. He's sacked by number 3, Lincoln Utes.
Yeah, watch it. Listen, you know, Randolph quarterback Magley had really no option, running for his life after a second or two, and just great pressure. And Lincoln Utes is not going to miss a tackle like that.
Braden Longo on his own 40.
But it goes back to the fact that Mount Olive took a defender and played him back deep in center field. Nobody was going to get deep on him. I wonder if they're coming for a pump block. No, they got 1 man deep, 10 on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and
they are coming.
Longo, and a ball. No, I don't know if it was tipped or not, but Longo's definitely going to field it. The dangerous Longo takes it to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 10, and he's in for the score!
Yeah, here it is again, Danny. Nice job on the replay. Short kick, and you have an athlete like Longo. He's going to pick it up in full stride. And it was nice job by the Marauders not to hit anybody in the back. It all looks pretty clean. And that's a backbreaker right there.
Marauders strike again here in the third quarter early on.
You know, in 4 minutes, the game has changed unbelievably since halftime, Danny.
So Colby Batch set to kick to try to make it 35, and the kick is up, and it is through. 8:15 here in the third quarter. The Marauders with 2 touchdowns to start the half. 35-14 over the Rams. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Who's the kicker?
At Woody's Automotive, your expectations are what we strive to exceed. After 30 years in business, we created a terrific new repair facility located on Sussex Turnpike in Mount Freedom. Our ASE certified experts can perform all types of repairs and services. It's like taking your car to the dealer without the dealership pricing. Woody's provides easy parking, easy drop-off, a comfortable waiting room, and a friendly staff.
Hi, I'm Woody. After 30 years in business, we've really stepped it up in our new facility. Come on by and see why.
Looking to buy or sell your home? We are your dedicated real estate experts. With personalized service, market know-how, and a track record of success, we will gladly help you find your dream home or get top dollar for your property. Call Monique Landolfi or Allison Spargo at Progressive Realty Group at 973-879-5661 to feel like you're winning the game.
You know, Dan, one of the things I noticed with the kicking game, I think if you go back to that time where Mount Olive could have gone for 2, but Coach O'Connor allowed Colby Batch to kick the extra point. He did it with authority, and since that time, this young man has booted a tremendously long kickoff and hit that extra point with authority. He's now back to kick off again. And there's another booming kick returned by Randolph, number 24. He's been a big part of the game. That's Mason Wilson on a great return, forced out of bounds by the Marauders, where Randolph's going to take over. 1st and 10, ball's placed on about, I can't see, it's the far side of the field, right about on the 30-yard line. We got a timeout on the field. Referee's timeout. So again, we talked with Danny, we were just talking about the kicking game,
right,
and the confidence that the young sophomore Colby Batch has. And there it is again. He did a booming kickoff. And in the game, this is a game of field position. So here it is again. Randolph starting the ball deep in their own territory. This is the 30, and it might be the best starting position they've had in a couple possessions.
Well, it's that time of the game. It's that time of the Sorry, I don't know. Okay, here I am. So it's a time in the game, Howie, where let's get some shout-outs going. Give me a text, sponsored by Fitness Factory in Flanders. I'm at 973-332. Let me know who you're rooting for, who your team is, and who your favorite player is. That again, 973-332-8107, and we'll give you a shout-out.
But Dan, as I wait for this all week, always great to hear from our fans all over the country.
35-14, the Marauders lead. 8:05 here, remaining in the third quarter. Let's see if Randolph can get things going. Very early in this football game, the Rams have showed their toughness in the first half. Let's see what kind of adjustments Coach Albano could make for this team. Trips here on the near side. Bagley and Gidgeon in the backfield. Gidgeon Ochang in the backfield, first down and 10. And the ball is lofted up towards the sideline. What a great catch! Oh, but it's out of bounds. Great effort, great throw.
That was a great effort by Pat Dell'Aglio. You know, again, Mount Olive's got to be careful. That coverage deep, out of bounds, but the receiver was definitely open. He's extremely athletic.
Second down and 10.
You know, good coverage by Rondell Derrick, but still the Randolph receiver was in a better position.
Cumming comes off the field for a breather.
We're going to have to make sure we talk to Cummings about taking a breather.
Second down and 10.
See, they don't have this trips covered very strongly. Watch the underneath pass right here on our side. Too much of a cushion.
Bagley checking. Looks to his right, and the ball is overthrown to number 5.
Yeah, I'm sensing
Justin Novak.
Danny, I'm sensing a bit of urgency in the play of Randolph. If you remember, the first couple of drives were slow and steady and pinpoint. And now it almost looks like they're rushing things. That was a perfect opportunity for the Randolph receiver to come underneath, exactly what they did in the first 2 drives.
Third down and 10 for the Rams, 7:54 left in the third quarter. Thanks for joining us here at Big State Sports. I'm Danny Weiss alongside Howie Weiss, color commentator, Brian Scott, my producer, and Devin downstairs on the camera.
Here it is again, Danny. We're in the trips formation. This is, again, underneath, maybe doing up and, an out and up. Try to grab something deep.
Third down and 10. Quarterback, plenty of protection, steps into the pocket, sees an open receiver, and it is completed to number 8, Dell'Aglio. And that's a first down. So a first shout out to Aaron Klein, Mo number 46, who's injured. But from mom and dad, we're still cheering him on, hopefully for a speedy recovery. Thanks for the shout out. Shout out Tom Corkery, his grandson Jackson Corkery out there in West Morris. Hey Tom, thanks for tuning in and watching both games. First down for Randolph.
Screen, that's a good call. That's a very good call.
To the left, number 7 takes it out, and that is Logan Hankin.
So, some of our viewers at home might want to say, why is that a good call? I'm going to tell you why, Danny, because Mount Olive is smelling blood. They are playing extremely aggressive football. So Randolph has taken advantage of that aggressiveness, and I know we're going to have a timeout on the field with an injury, but Randolph has taken full advantage of the aggressive nature that Mount Olive is playing. Not time for Mount Olive to stop it, but that's a good call.
Let's go to a quick commercial break. We'll be back in 30.
Go ahead. Take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
WIS gives me the freedom to be entrepreneurial, innovative. I feel supported to bring 100% of myself and my personality to work each and every day. I'm the CEO of WIS Family Office. I have 2 amazing children. I'm the daughter of French and Italian immigrants. Above all, I'm someone who derives strength and confidence from my ability to connect with others, and I strive to make a difference in their lives.
Visit Morris County's favorite car dealer, Open Road BMW of Roxbury. Between over 100 new BMWs and an affordable used inventory, you're sure to find your next ride. Shop online at bmwrocks.com.
All you guys that play defense, shorties especially.
We train athletes and develop them for the long term. Not for the fall, not for the summer, but forever.
Experience the difference, because the difference is experience. Town Lacrosse Training.
Injury timeout. After the injury timeout, Randolph second down. Magley in the shotgun, receivers here on the near side. Magley with plenty of time, but he's sacked! This time he's sacked by number 73, Gianmonica, who's having a fantastic game.
Yeah.
So taken back on the sack, Gianmonica, again showing that speed for such a big guy. And shout out by Fitness Factory in Flanders, Maureen and Steve Patton just want to truly thank George Muha and his fantastic company. And of course, the best announcers showing these fun games every week. I hope they're talking about us.
I would imagine they are. They're big fans of Mount Olive football, and we've known Maureen and Steve for a very long time.
So third down and long after the sack by Gianmonica. And again, the pocket broke down once again.
Wow, Lincoln Utes is having a game, Danny. Watch it again. He's just out there he's on a full-out blitz. Let's just watch what he's doing. He's there on the corner. He just runs right around that block. That's an impressive run. Listen, that's a nice effort by the sophomore right tackle, Brooks Copey, but the speed of Lincoln Utes got right past him. They're putting in a punting fourth, and again, 4th and a mile.
Yeah, and Coach Ben Faddy not happy running down the sideline for a timeout.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They have 12 men on the field.
12 men on the field. How does that happen?
They got 13 men on the field, Dan.
Wow.
That's probably why he was super excited.
Yeah. Well, Coach O'Connor not too happy, and let's again. Hey, if you like this broadcast, please subscribe to the Big State Sports on our YouTube channel and notify bell. Booster clubs, book your game with Big State Sports now. Email George at bigstatesports.com. Hey, Marauder fans, after the game, remember to stop by Sunday's Ice Cream Parlor on Route 46 in Bud Lake. Celebrate Marauder football with your favorite over 30 flavors of ice cream, as well as milkshakes, cakes, and more. Go Marauders. Lowe's Home Improvement and International Drive in Mount Olive is proud to be a sponsor of MO Football. For home improvement and project needs, visit Lowe's. They know home improvement. Ready? And we're back to live action on the punt. And the punt's almost blocked, but it's a great punt. Takes a Randolph bounce.
Great punt out on the 36-yard line.
Taken down to the 30.
That's exactly what Randolph needed. Beautiful punt. You know, Danny, before that play, I was going to ask you, what do you do if you're Coach O'Connor? Do you go for a block or do you go for a return? It looked like he was setting up for a block.
Yeah,
I would have gotten a little bit easy. You don't want to rough the punter in that position. I would have gone for a return. Either way, Mount Olive starts on the 36. Not terrible field position.
Not at all. And hey, folks, Halloween is right around the corner, and a new Halloween shop with a huge inventory has just opened on 7 Knollwright Road, Mount Olive Township, at the Parkade Shopping Center. They have all your Halloween costumes, decorations, and so much more. Support local families, mom and pop shop. It's called the Costume Party Store. Back to live action. Mount Olive takes over on their own 36-yard line. They had the ball twice. They've scored twice in this half. And the ball is on the end around. There's Zapata, and he's taken down at the 30.
All right, so Danny, I was actually watching the quarterback on that play, and although he handed off, following Coach O'Connor now, this is our second time watching Mount Olive. Don't be surprised if they run a similar play where the quarterback keeps it, because I watched Jake as he handed off, he took off and he was untouched. I would not doubt to see that we see Jake Asbury keep the ball and run it. If not this play coming up soon.
2nd down and 12, one receiver in the slot, 2 on the wideouts. Zapata in the backfield, looks to him, but passes. And the ball is complete to number 9. If I'm not, we just checked the number on him.
Well, I saw that was number 20 and number 9. That was quarterback Jackson Magley, and number 20, Matt Scrapitis, sophomore. That's who it looked like, mate. There was a bunch of Randolph Rams on that tackle. Keep in mind what I said. Don't be surprised if we see Jake Asbury keep the ball and run one of these plays coming up soon. Like, see, they're showing linebackers coming.
So
number 20.
Asbury checks with Farshid.
So, Danny, you got a sophomore middle linebacker you're playing for Randolph. What that means is that watch them in the future. This young man's going to be a good player.
And the ball's handed off to number 8, and that's Raynell Derrick.
It's going to end up being about 4th and a long, maybe 4th and 2, Danny.
Well, let's see what the Marauders do. Very rare 4th down conditions here from the Marauders as Dan McGarry checks into the football game. 4th and short.
Yeah, I think Coach O'Connor is very confident in his defensive play, and I think he knows that if they can get a 1st down conversion, it's a backbreaker.
So let's see here. We got Carpini here on the near side, a wide receiver.
I'm going to hold my line and say don't be surprised if the quarterback keeps the ball.
Coming back. No, coming still not in the game. Zapata takes the ball.
Oh, there's a
number 8.
Wow, why is that
Raynell
not a penalty?
Derrick.
Why is that not a penalty? Can we see that again? Was that a face mask? Was that a horse collar? Okay. Doesn't matter. Not called. Randolph takes over on the 45-yard line.
Randolph takes over, on the 45-yard line. 3:19 here left in the 3rd quarter. The Marauders with a big lead, 35-14, total command of this second half.
It does look like Coach O'Connor was questioning the referees as to why that was not a penalty, but seems to have gotten an explanation that satisfied the coach. So,
well, let's see what Magley and team could do. We can't count down Mal.
No way. No, they're too good of an athlete. He's good offensive so far. They've had a lot of success. Look at this, Danny, a set we haven't seen before. 2 backs in the backfield, slot, split end, split to our side.
And Magley hands the ball up the middle, and the runner, that's number 7, Logan Hankin, gets enough for a 1st down.
That's the first time we saw that offensive set tonight, Danny. Take a look, 2 men in the backfield, a little bit of a high snap. Is that a Wildcat? Is that the quarterback?
No.
Okay.
No, that was Logan Hankin. He's the junior running back. 32 of the Marauders. Magley comes in from the sideline. Still plenty of time here in the football game. Under 3 minutes. Rams driving. 1st down and 10. Novak, the receiver here on the near side. 2 receivers up top. And the ball handed straight up the middle for no gain.
Danny, that was the same formation.
2nd down and 10.
So you're seeing a completely different style of offensive play where every play, quarterback Magley's running out to the sideline, taking a play from coach, coming back, it slows it down. You know, on a team as big and athletic as Mount Olive, I think it gives an advantage, lets the defensive lineman rest. Conversely, when Mount Olive comes to the ball, those big defensive linemen from Randolph are not getting the rest. And after a long game, it wears them down, Danny.
2nd down and 10 for the Rams. 1 receiver here on the near side, 2 up top. Magley in the shotgun on the long count. And the ball is faked to number 7. Quarterback rolls out to his right, and it's almost intercepted.
Number 11, Danny? Was that number 11 from that?
That was, I think, Raynell Derrick. No, you're correct. That was Anthony Collier.
But what was nice about that play, it looked like the tackle from the left side pulled and became the lead block. You know, looked a little bit like an old Delaware waggle where the quarterback simply comes out, waggles outside, uses one of the linemen for a blocker.
Rodriguez checks back into the football game. Tyler Cumming as well. 3rd down and 9. Ball spotted on the 32 of the Marauders. Another critical play here for Randolph to try to get a first down and keep the drive going. Magley comes from the sideline. 1:41 remaining here in the third quarter. And there's a timeout by the Rams. 35-14, the Marauders over the Rams. We'll be back after this.
Now with Verizon, get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV on us.
For everything in pet supplies, it's Hackettstown Pet Supplies. Dog, cat, fish, and baby. Your one-stop shop, Main Street, Hackettstown. Check out their new murals in the front.
Athletic Fields of America in Montville, New Jersey has become an industry leader in synthetic turf. Serving the greater New York, New Jersey, and Eastern PA regions, we have delivered hundreds of both synthetic turf and natural grass sports fields for youth and recreational levels all the way up to the highest standards and requirements of the NCAA. Our goal with every project is to provide our customers with exceptional workmanship, extraordinary service, and professional integrity while constructing a superior product that you can enjoy for years to come.
And we're back live here. Howie, you know, it's third down and long, and I have to say, I mean, as a fan of the game and seeing the score late here in the third quarter, it's a big play here.
It's very big. But Danny, I got to tell you, I said to you during the break, I like this offensive set from Randolph. Gives them a couple more options. They get an extra back in the backfield to protect the quarterback.
Bagley has plenty of protection, and the ball's up. A great throw, but in double coverage. But a fantastic throw. This young man's got a great arm.
Yeah, and keep in mind what I just said. Watch the extra running back. It gives him more protection. So with that extra time, he could sit back with more confidence and unload. Had a nice pocket, great throw. Mount Olive had it doubled. And maybe without that double coverage. Again, Mount Olive can play an extra safety because there's an extra running back in the backfield. So they can play center field like that.
Carswell was in the end zone for that play. Fourth down, and you don't have a choice but to go for it. So you have Carswell here on the near side. One receiver up top.
Look at that. They're playing a two-high zone here, and they have two safeties back there. They're going to take away the deep pass.
And Magley, no protection, and he's sacked by number 6, Johnny Reed.
Watch it, Dan. Look like a full-out blitz. A full-out blitz coming inside, outside from the ends. There's just too many Marauders to block. That was a great call. Probably Coach Dave Benfatti made that call on a fourth down.
You know, I'm surprised at the breakdown of this offensive line. Unless they've made changes, they did a fantastic job, the Rams, in the first half, and there just seems to be a breakdown at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Danny, I think the mindset changes drastically. When you're playing a one score game or a couple point game, you relax a little bit more. But when you start going down by 10, 12, and 14 points, you tighten up and panic, and we might have seen that from Randolph.
First down and 10, and quick pass to number 8 at Raynell Derrick, and Derrick picks up about 6 yards on the play.
Danny, that's an interesting play because we saw in warm-ups, we saw Randolph doing that exact play. Back out of the backfield, simply run down the line of scrimmage and take a little bubble pass. We got a timeout. Is another timeout. I don't think anybody's injured. No.
It's there is. It's an injury timeout.
Looks like 2 players. Yeah. One from each team on the far side.
All right. So 973-332-8107. Let me know where you're from. Give me a shout out. Give Howie a shout out.
What do we got, Dan? Anything else coming in?
No, nothing slow tonight, which means everybody's here.
You know, I was expecting a shout out from our dear friend Jan Persons, and you know, I don't know where you are.
You just did. You just
no. That doesn't count because he was asking for your number. Got to remember the official shout out, although I'll take him, goes to your phone. We got some great fans out there, Dan, and of course that's on top of the great crowd. And it's not just the Mount Olive crowd. When we go at West Morris, it's the West Morris crowd. It's the Mendham crowd. It's everywhere we go. We're waiting for some Randolph folks to chime in. But there's nothing like Morris County football. The fans are so passionate for their home team. You know, we love it. We love being on the road. We like being at the different high schools. It's just a great experience for us as well.
Yes, it is, undoubtedly. And this is the second game. We got a whole lot of football coming up. And you know how it looks like a lot of
looks like the injured player was I can't see that. Damn, my glasses are off.
What number?
Number 9.
That's Frank Gallo.
Frank Gallo. Looks like he's okay. And number 8?
No, yeah, it was Raynell Derrick.
All right. Sorry about that. Family of number 9. Didn't mean to scare you, but they all walked off on their own.
It's cramp season. Warm
it
during
is.
the day.
It's warm. It is. Yeah. I got to tell you, on that turf, it's probably still warm. You know, Dan, I scanned the crowd. I see former Mayor LeCitra's here.
Yeah.
We got our good buddy right next to us, Drew D'Amico's here. And
Drew D'Amico in the house.
Yeah, I don't think he hears us. He's too much into the game.
Yeah. So.
Now we got his attention.
So 2nd down and 4 for the Marauders, and a big drive here. They've scored 2 touchdowns already to pull away from Randolph 35-14. So
yeah, 1:13 still to go in the quarter, and then what gives us a whole nother quarter to play.
Thanks for joining us, Danny Weiss, on the Big State Sports YouTube network.
Another wide open formation, double. Looks like they got doubled slot, double.
And Asbury this time hands it off to Cumming. Cumming gets just across the 45 for the first down. And he moves the sticks.
What we say on that is you spread them wide and you run inside. And that's exactly what, man, look, they're not coming out of this formation. They're forcing the Randolph defense to cover the entire field, leaving the middle a little bit weaker. Remember what I said, you're going to see Asbury keep the ball. You got Tyler Cummings in the backfield. Randolph's defense is spread all over the field.
1st down and 10, the drive continues. Asbury hands the ball off to Cumming, and Cumming taken down by numbers.
No, Jake kept the ball.
Okay, so pardon me, Jake Asbury takes the ball.
Watch it again, Dan. This is what I was talking about earlier. Fake it, and there he goes.
And here I am ready to give credit to the wrong players, but regardless, great job by Asbury to pick up some yards. It's 2nd down and 4. Ball spotted on the 37-yard line of the Rams. 36 seconds. That looks like 36 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
Mount in the similar formation. They're spread all over the field.
Cumming goes in motion, and the ball is passed to Tyler Cumming. He breaks a tackle, and looks like he's going to get enough for the first down.
I think it's going to be close. They're moving him forward, 1st down.
So I have to assume the Marauders are going to let the ball go down.
Yeah. It's now a game of the clock. Mount Olive is in no rush. They don't have to run a play, and I don't really think they're going to, Danny.
So Coach O'Connor calls in Utes to the game.
14 seconds to go. It looks like they are kind of trying to squeeze one in. No, he's slowing it down. No, I don't know, Danny. They got 4 seconds to go. Look at that.
And he does get the play off. And the ball's handed off to Longo. Longo to the 10. He cuts inside. There's no stopping him. Braden Longo in for the touchdown.
Yeah, here it is again. That's just an inside read, Danny. The same kind of play Mount Olive's been running all day. And what a great athlete Longo is. He just picks his way through. You got a Randolph defense that's beaten down a little bit, and Longo is taking full. You got to remember, Longo is not really part of the offensive backfield, so he's fresh, and the defensive line has been, getting beat up all afternoon. Having to tackle Cummings, running after Jake Asbury.
So for the extra point to make it 42, and the kick is up, and it's perfect through the uprights. At the end of the 3rd quarter, the Marauders 42, the Rams 14.
Yeah.
We'll be back for the start of the 4th quarter. Danny Weiss, Big State Sports on the YouTube network.
You've got your Sunday obsession, and we got you. Now with Verizon, get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV on us. Plus $800 off Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Only on Verizon.
See you Sunday.
My room is so cold, my fish froze.
Mine's so hot, my sneakers melted.
Rooms with different temperatures?
That means your HVAC system is outdated and wasting energy. At ICS, we'll install an energy-efficient system that provides a constant flow of clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature in every room. You could save money each month, and the price we quote is the price you'll pay. Get a quote today. See why we say ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
And we're back to live action. Marauders with 3 touchdowns in the third quarter, coming out very strong. Batch set the kick from his own 40, left to right. And there's a kick, and it's deep. Taken at the 5 to the 10, down to the 20, down to the 30, 35, and taken out at the 34-yard line.
Great start for Randolph. They needed that.
Some notable scores. West Morris beat Morristown 23-0.
Wow, that's a big win over a powerful Morristown.
And I'll tell you, this Mendham team is rolling 42-14 over Madison.
You know, Dan, if you remember, we got to catch Mendham in the season opener week 0, and we were impressed. That's going to be a good team. They happened to just lose on a bad break late in the game against West Morris, but beating Madison convincingly, that's impressive.
Sparta all over Roxbury, 35-0 late in the third. Thanks again, Tracy. Mount Olive fan, we got a Mount Olive fan from Vassar Park, staying unanimous, but whoever you are, thanks for listening. First down and 10 for the Rams. Let's see what they could do here starting in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they got 2 backs in the backfield. Again, they're looking to protect their quarterback in the passing situation. Mount Olive's got the blitz up on the left side. So here it comes.
Magley passes it, and it's in and out of the hands, but it's intercepted! Taken down at a 50.
Oh, that's a great tackle. That is a great tackle right there.
So the interception by...
Yeah. You know what's impressive about that tackle is that's a defensive, that's a lineman, offensive lineman, Ben Quinn. Watch at the end of this play. That was a very athletic play to make the interception.
JoJo Williams on the interception.
But watch Ben Quinn at the end of this play. Whoa, look at that tackle. That's impressive. That's a great effort by that young man. I like to see that. That's my hit of the day right there. Ben Quinn, congratulations. That's a beautiful play, never giving up.
Let's see who else we got here. Listen in.
Oh, there he goes. There's
Jim Lynch. Shout out to former Marauder Kyle Schiller at the game tonight, supporting his brother and alma mater. Hey, thanks, Jim, for pointing that out. And hey, Jim Lynch, we miss you here at the games.
He's got nothing to do on Saturdays now, so I'm not sure why he's not here.
Where are you, Jim? First down and 10 for the Marauders after the interception. Spotted inside Randolph territory. Marauders threatening again on the fourth drive here.
It's a run defense
in the second half. And
of course they pass it.
And we have a new quarterback in, and that's Frank Gallo. So Frank Gallo, who was injured to start the season, as a junior comes in and completes the pass to Carpini.
Yeah, as you mentioned it, Dana, because I thought that was Jacob, but you see Jake Asbury right there on the 35-yard line.
So I could tell you there were quarterback wars going on with Frank Gallo and Jake Asbury, and Gallo is probably the best backup in the league right here for the Marauders. And the ball is handed off to number 8. And that's Ringnell, Derek.
We're gonna have a holding penalty.
Yeah,
on this one.
And on the bottom of that pile, I hate to point him out, but that was James Rizzo on the bottom of that pile.
Had a handful of laundry, huh, Danny?
Yeah. So that's coming back.
There it is. There's the call, holding. So easy to make these calls from our perch up here, Danny.
Yeah. So on the penalty, the ball will go back 10 yards. Yeah, and people are putting their sweatshirts on. Where we started out in the upper 70s, the temperatures continue to drop. And it's perfect football weather right now.
This is actually a great opportunity for Mount Olive's backup quarterback to come in because there's no pressure on him to pass the ball.
So these shout-outs were sponsored by the Fitness Factory. Aaron Flanders at ITC, go see Kirk, and he'll give you a tour. Second down and 13. And Gallo takes the ball himself, and he gets to the outside. He's got room to the 40, cuts inside, still on his feet, and he's still on his feet, dragged down at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like he was tackled again by number 24, Mason Wilson, who's been a force of Randolph defense all night long. Yeah, I got to tell you, the Jumbotron scoreboard is a big fan favorite. Everyone gets to see the replays. Crowd likes it.
First down and 10. Carpini, the receiver, in a zip code down here.
Yeah, again, but look what that does, Danny. It spreads the defense. They're now playing 10 on 10.
And the ball's handed off on the spin move. And a great job by, looked like number, hard to read the number.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle by number 20 for Randolph. That's Matt Scarapidis, another sophomore. We've called his name tonight.
I think that was Collier. Collier's in the game. He's a wide receiver. Where was that, 17? How we have?
So forget the score tonight. We're talking about in the future. Randolph putting a lot of sophomores on the field, a just strong junior class. Interesting to see what happens next year when we see Randolph again.
And 17's Tristan Herbert, who's in motion, and the ball on the counter.
That's a counter.
And the ball down to the 10, and it's in for the touchdown. Raynell Derrick.
You know, Dan, you and I love to watch a counter. That's a misdirection. Action goes to the left, and he comes right back. Look at the guard in front of him, tackle in front of him. That's a hard play to defend.
So the Marauders with 4 touchdowns this second half. Coming, Longo for 2 and Derrick for 1. And the sophomore set the kick to make it 49-14.
I think it's 48.
And there it is.
There's
to
the
make
49.
It 49, yes. So with 7:40, well, the clock continues to roll right now.
Just now, because it's 35 points.
Right, so 49-14, that is the rule.
Right, so 35. Now the clock's not going to stop. You know, I got to tell you, the Mount Olive fans love the big scoring, but the cheerleaders from Mount Olive really don't, because now they're on the hook for 49 push-ups.
And a shout out to Gene Januzzi. Janoots. Great game calling, he says, both you and Howie. Thank you, Gino. Hey, it's the fall, buddy. We got to get together. Yeah, I still got to come up to that house and see that backyard. So thanks, Gino, for the shout out. That shout out's by the Fitness Factory at Flanders ITC. All your fitness needs, 20,000 square feet, 2 stories.
So, you know, Danny, the question is, or the question that was last week, was that a fluke? Did Mount Olive put 48 points on the board on accident? Was it a bad defense? No, the answer is, here they go the week later after scoring 48, now they put on 49. I think you're looking at a machine of an offense that is able to, with their coaching staff, able to make adjustments. Randolph came out, and I said to you at halftime, Randolph is outplaying Mount Olive at the half. Things have changed. I like this young sophomore kicker, Danny.
He's come
Look
around.
at the confidence in one game.
And the ball's fielded at the 4, taken down to the 20. Look at the speed, down at the 40. He's on his feet, almost to midfield.
Great return. I can't possibly see that number, but it's a great run. Look, you know, these are probably younger guys out here, and they're playing like this is it. Is that 24?
Yeah, that was Mason Wilson.
Oh, that's a beast, but I'm telling you, I've called his number a lot tonight. He's an impressive ball player, and again, only a junior. Randolph starts with excellent field position on the 47, 48-yard line.
So Coach O'Connor's making some changes out there. Looks like a lot of younger guys getting some playing time.
You got to admire that, Danny, because this is the time for the kids to get action. The Randolph players, I like they're not giving up. I can't tell if we had a change in quarterback. I think Randolph has a quarterback change. Nope, same quarterback. Magley's still out there. And we got a timeout on the field. I don't know who called. I think Randolph called that timeout. They did.
So Warren Hills, that was an older score. Let's see, we got West Morris over Morristown, as we said. Montville if I'm not mistaken, did beat Chatham, who the Marauders face next week. And, you know, that Chatham team is a good football team, so the Marauders can knock down, no matter what the outcome of that Montville game is. The Marauders have to take Chatham very seriously next week.
So upcoming, Danny, you're telling us that next week Mount Olive is traveling to Chatham
on a Saturday, right next Saturday.
To play Chatham, and you're 100% correct. They can't assume anything.
Well, that could be, you know, what they call a trap game with that team.
Right, especially after coming up 2 big high-scoring games, lopsided victories.
So let's see if we can get some points from Randolph under the 5-minute mark. And the ball's handed off to number 25.
Yeah, nice run.
And
nice
that's
play.
Gidjan Ochang, and he picks up 9 yards.
Yeah, so right now the clock is the enemy for Randolph because there's nothing they can do. And this is a great test for Mount Olive's young players. I think it's important for Randolph to score, to let them know that, you know, sometimes they just get knocked down. Oh, it is a first down, okay.
Yeah, first down and 10.
You know, after kind of I don't want to call it a long season, but during the course of a season, you're going to get a day like this. And it's important for Randolph to lick up their wounds and get ready to play next week.
So first down.
Now we have a quarterback change. Number 10 is now playing quarterback.
Thanks for noting that, Howie. First and 10, and the ball's handed off to number 26.
That's a big tackle by number 26 on the Marauders.
Joel Nieves.
Yep, 26 for Randolph, ran the ball very well.
And Connor Norris, the senior cornerback, makes the tackle. So a loss of 2. Clock continues to roll under 4 minutes.
Joel Nieves is a junior. Again, talk about the Randolph youth movement and the future. Loss of about 1, Danny, I think you said. Number 10 is the quarterback, which is Nick Ford. He's a junior as well. They have 2 junior quarterbacks on the team.
And the ball's handed off, but taken down a yard short. I mean, a loss of a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
So now we're gonna most likely get to see what backup quarterback Nick Ford is going to do with his arm, because odds are good he's going to throw the ball. It's 3rd and, what did we say, 3rd and 12, Danny?
Yep, 3rd down and 12.
I kind of like that formation we saw from Randolph. They put 2 backs in the backfield. They're giving the quarterback some extra protection.
So the Marauders, for 2 weeks in a row, have put over 40 points up. Explosive offense, led up 14 points tonight, nothing last week. So the Marauders, if this keeps up, obviously will be 2-0.
Look at the guard, the backside tackle pulled, nice block.
Great job by the quarterback, kind of read the defense, and Nick Forday just gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
You know, I got to shout out to Nick Hart, who's the senior guard, came around, pulled a little bit, and was the lead blocker for the quarterback. It's 4th and long, Danny, but I think you'll see something else, an open play. You got 1 minute and 50 to go in the game. Randolph has nothing to lose by going for it.
So 4th down and 10. Ball spotted on the 42-yard line. And the clock just continues to roll out. We're at the 1.5-minute mark, 90 seconds here left in the football game. Here's the snap. Nice toss by the quarterback, and it's
going to be far short of a first down.
And that's McFarland.
So, you know, Danny, as we recap the game, when you look at Mount Olive's offensive attack, they had 3 players with 2 touchdowns each, right? You had Cummings, you had Zapata, and you had Longo. Each had 2 touchdowns. That's quite a nice balanced game.
Yeah, so we will choose the player of the game, and we will broadcast that, make that announcement on the field as we unwind.
Yeah, I think Mount Olive's just going to simply run the ball. I don't think they're going to pass the ball.
So clock unwinds, be 40 seconds. Marauders with an explosive second half.
You know, I got to tell you, as we look at the game, and although it was back and forth, I think it was the defense that Mount Olive came up with in the second half that completely shut down Randolph and let the offense do their thing.
Well, Randolph struck first. They came out very strong. Mount Olive answered back on the Zapata touchdown, and then Magley threw a touchdown. But after that, it was six
that's the last play of the game, Dan.
And that's going to be the last play of the game. Absolutely, Howie. So once again, thank you for joining us here on a Friday night. From the ship in Mount Olive, the Marauders 49 and the Rams 14. I'm Danny Weiss alongside Howie Weiss on the Big State Sports YouTube network. Thanks for joining us. Catch all the games on YouTube. We'll see you soon. Get home safe.
And quarterback drops. An immediate pass to number 5, Justin Novak. Then Novak gets.
They're showing blitz. Here comes the blitz. And that's
a pass to number 2, Lance Sumner, and he gets enough for a first down. First and goal.
I don't know if we have the ability to run the.
Put a move on Willis Justice, and the Evans gets the ball. He skips to the outside. He's getting it for the touchdown. Randolph strikes first.
That was a well-designed play. Danny, the receiver on the left
side. Their first drive, first down and 10. Asbury hands the ball off to Tyler Cumming. He breaks to the outside, gets enough for a first down, crosses to the 37. A throw to number 4. He gets to the 20 and a 15-5. He's going to be in for the score.
Number 4, Lincoln Utes is on the bottom.
So here's the quarterback. Little quarterback rolls out right, and it's intercepted. The ball's to the 30, down to the 25. He's in, but there is a penalty.
Yeah, Danny, I don't think they're going to blitz, because if they do, then you're going to see Jake run they're going to go underneath where the linebackers are vacated, but he did come.
And Cumming gets the ball, slides on the inside.
Great tackle. That's a great tackle by that.
Covering in the slot, Carpini is the deep receiver on the far side. Asbury has plenty of time, steps into the pocket, and throws the ball complete to number 3, Lincoln Utes. Third down, 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Marauders and the Rams are not. Asbury rolls out to his right, plenty of protection, throws the ball, and it's intercepted, but it's fumbled.
All right,
let's see.
Yeah, it's definitely Mount Olive. Nose guard is standing. He's moving all over the place.
And here's the pass. Quarterback rolls to his left. Sees him wide open.
That's a great catch by the Randolph receiver.
Yeah, the pass is Queen costumes, decorations, and so much more. Support a local family's mom and pop shop. It's called Costume Party Store. Back to live action, first down. Ball handed off to Cumming. He finds a lane in a big hole and picks up 14 yards.
You know, I want to guys, but we might have to cut from it.
And the same
play.
We're
going to go back live.
And he goes to the left side. He cuts, breaks a tackle, and Tyler Cumming picks up enough for a first down.
Okay, so it's a good time to run the ball, Danny.
Someone new in the backfield, but Asbury's thinking. Pass, and he throws one to number 3, and that is Lincoln Utes. And Utes is down. Magley takes the ball, looks left, throws right, and there's a wide open receiver, and the ball is caught. The ball is caught by number 24, Mason Wilson. He takes it himself, runs between the guard and the center, and he's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, Danny, I mentioned that before. Having the quarterback run the ball is certainly not a problem.
Set up to hold the entire touchdown scenario, and the ball is taken to the 15, to the 20. Down to the 30, down to the 40. He's gone to the 40, down to the 30. Pushed out of bounds. And the ball is handed off to Cumming. Cumming makes a move, gets to the outside, uses his speed and his muscle, and he gets enough for the first down.
You know, leader.
And fast. Caught it in the slot, Carpini. And the ball's handed off to Cumming, and he's going to trot into the end zone. The Marauders put 6 on the board and answer Randolph. Magley in the shotgun, takes it back, rolls, looks to his right, pops the ball up. And I couldn't see because the column, but what a great catch. One receiver in the slot, Magley in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, takes it, but is taken down by number 5 and number 73 of the Murph is set to punt. And it's a short, high punt, but it is fielded at the 35 by Longo. Longo on his feet. He cuts in. He's not going down so easy. Across the 40 to the 39.
See, it's a similar thing, Danny. There's 4 down linemen. Linebackers blitzing there.
And Asbury to an open Zapata, and he's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, that was the call that I was just talking about, Danny. That's the right call. Covering the trips.
Expect a long ball here if he gets the protection. Utes feels, gives it the pressure, and he's sacked by number 15. Take over here. And the ball starts out where to the left to Tyler Cumming, and he cuts to the 45, to the 50. He's still on his feet, and he's taken down at the 40.
Danny, I want you to, we're going to go to the replay.
Cumming finds a lane, gets to the 30, jukes, and gets down at the 24-yard line.
You know, Danny, speaking of great blocks,
continue to give it to Cumming, and there's no stopping him, and he's in for the score.
Now,
1 minute off the clock.
Yeah, giving them a 14-point lead.
As they spread the field.
They're in the same defense. And there's the same, no different.
And it's a pass complete to Carpini for the 2 points. In the backfield on the long count. And the ball is handed off, but immediately taken down.
You get a 3-man front.
And Magley takes the ball, goes back, feels the pressure, steps up, breaks the tackle, but he is taken down by Gianmonico.
Right in front of Stanley, I can't see the number.
So Magley takes the ball,
he's just
again, pressure
field.
From the outside, and he's sacked. He's sacked by number 3, Lincoln Utes.
The line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that's
they are coming.
Longo. Oh, and a ball. No, I don't know if it was tipped or not, but Longo's definitely going to field it. The dangerous Longo takes it to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 10, and he's in for the score. And the ball is lofted up towards the sideline. What a great catch! Oh, but it's out of bounds. Great effort, great throw. Magley in the shotgun, receivers here on the near side. Magley with plenty of time, but he's sacked. This time he's sacked by number 7. 3rd down and long after the sack by Gianmonico. And again, the pocket broke down once again.
Wow. Let's split to our side.
And Magley hands the ball up the middle. And the runner, that's number 7, Logan Hankin, gets enough for a first down. And the ball is faked to number 7. Quarterback rolls out to his right, and it's almost intercepted.
Number 11, Danny, defensive set from Randolph. Gives them a couple more options. They got an extra back in the backfield to protect the quarterback.
Bagley has plenty of protection, and the ball's up. A great throw, but in double coverage. But a fantastic throw. This young
zone here, Dan. They have 2 safeties back there. They're going to take away the deep pass.
And Bagley, no protection, and he's sacked by number 6. Coming taken down by number.
No. Jacob kept the ball.
Okay. So pardon me, Jake Asper.
Look at that.
And he does get the playoff. And the ball's handed off to Longo. Longo to the 10. He cuts inside. There's no stopping him.
Passing situation. Ball's got the blitz up on the left side. So here it comes.
Bagley passes it, and it's in and out of the hands, but it's intercepted. Taken down at a 50.
Oh, that's a great tackle. That is a great tackle right there.
And he gets to the outside. He's got room to the 40, cuts inside, still on his feet. And he's still on his feet, dragged down at the 33-yard line.
Randolph again.
At 17's Tristan Herbert, who's in motion, and the ball on the counter.
That's a counter.
And the ball down to the 10, and it's in for the touchdown. Raynell Derrick. Yeah, he's coming
around. Look at the confidence in one game.
And the ball's fielded at the 4, taken down to the 20. Look at the speed, down to the 40. He's on his feet, down almost to midfield.
Great return.